because
this
I
bitch.
don't remember what that is.
Can't you feel the pro tonight? Del breaking everything she sees, reaching out to slap me. Del, can you not hear him? Oh no, I can't. I took my headphones off for a second. Hello?
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
Hey, Chaotic, hey Loom. Sorry guys, I took my headphones off for a second
Hello.
when I was fixing something. So
I thought you were just ignoring me.
I was. Yeah, it's just a cover. I was ignoring them. I'm putting the men in their place.
No, you didn't talk
Fair
over me at
enough.
all, and you had started talking like right after I finished. So I was like,
Hilarious.
"Oh, I legitimately thought you were listening to me." But I needed the link to put my little character guy on screen for you because I don't remember how to do it.
Let me see if it comes up 1 second because I don't remember if I turned at Lucas. Let me find because I didn't delete a lot of them, so that's Luca again. But Luca's not here. Just make sure if I have any of my old other reactive ones here.
Hey, Totsi.
Yeah, guys, get off your lazy asses and talk to chat. What the fuck?
What's going on?
Yeah,
You
there
want
we
me
go.
to
I found yours.
talk to chat?
I found yours. I already have it. It was one of the ones I didn't delete.
Hey, it's me without legs, folks. I'm not a double amputee, but that picture definitely makes me look like I am.
He has no regs. He's on the table, guys. Throw money at him so he strips.
Oh.
God. Okay, Chaotic, what?
I thought you said throw money at him so he streams at first. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm working on something. And then I realized you said strip. I was like, oh, never mind.
Oh my god. Do I have a
Pretty
list?
20 gifted,
phrase.
yeah, true. Folks, if you want to take the logo off my shirt, that's the first strip, 20 gifted.
Oh my god. Hi, Slimy. Close enough. That's Chaotic. I don't know. I can't see yours, Loom.
Oh god, you're gonna make me find it again.
Hey, Slimy. Thanks for the follow. Well, not the image. I can't find it. Maybe you're under group. Here's one group,
Image?
but it has Chaotic in it, so... I think I just joined you to a group one last time. You didn't give me your own link. That makes sense.
There's 2 of me.
Yeah, there's 2 of you.
You need a link?
Well, what's the quote
Yeah,
from the
for the
Phantom Menace
reactive.
where they were like, now there are 2 of them?
No,
I
there's
don't know.
Uh,
That's the only thing I remember
Yeah,
about
I'm used
that
to
movie.
the one. 1 sec. It's like reactive Fuji tech or whatever. Let me grab it. I'll see if I can do it for you, because I know you're an app.
what? Reactive, huh?
Yugi streamers are useless, guys.
Oh, hi. I did not know you were gonna be over here.
Hi.
Oh,
Hi.
hi, Luca.
1 sec, I need to fix this.
I was about to call you Maple because I saw the name and I was about to very much embarrass myself. But you know what? I'm better than that. I know how to recognize people off of their voices
there's
and
2
not
Lucas
reading.
not working here. 1 sec. Yeah, Luca's gonna go.
I hope I didn't show up on Del stream naked. That'd be embarrassing.
You are not
That would
naked.
be absolutely hilarious.
Yeah,
Not for me though.
Fun fact, Del, I was actually doing a fancy stream.
What did I say about that?
What do you mean?
Like,
I still can't believe her model has nipples.
a lot of them do. A lot of them do.
Really?
What, Del?
A lot of VTuber models.
No, no, about me.
What do you mean?
You said you told me about that already. What did you tell me?
The fuck are you talking about?
I said, oh, I was doing a fancy stream, and you said we already talked about that.
Yeah, as in, don't come on here when you're doing fancy streams. Like, leave a gap.
I'm Del, I'm not live right now. I said
That's
I
not
was.
what I mean. No, that's not what I mean. You mentioned it because you wanted me to
God.
sweat. You wanted me to sweat that you could have joined here while you were doing Fansly stuff. I know how your evil mind works. Don't fucking at me with the obviously done. Why don't you listen to me, you dumb bitch? I know you were trying to just make me sweat.
No, I think you're just paranoid. I'm sorry, Del.
I'm not.
You're
Luca
just
is
paranoid.
evil. Luca is evil.
Because-
And how did I get like
False
this, Luca?
accusations.
How did I get this paranoid, Luca? How? How am
It's
I
all her
a
fault.
prude? Luca
No.
threatens to
No.
do this to me all the
No,
fucking time.
Del, I think that's a
You know what? I
child
got an
question,
idea
like,
for a great show right
Like-
about now. It's called Prude versus Lewd, and that's you two.
Prude versus. I'm not a fucking prude! Oh
Yeah,
my
fun fact, she's actually a huge slut. Unlike her, I'm a virgin.
Sure.
I like how they just don't believe you. Just started a frantic rant out of nowhere. It's because Luke is always like making me paranoid, threatening me with stuff. So that's why.
I've literally done nothing.
Okay.
I've literally done nothing.
Before we start, I have to go to the bathroom, so this will be about YouTube and YouTubers. But Chaotic, you got into a bit of
Okay.
drama recently. Do you want to tell everyone the tale of your legendary Yu-Gi-Oh tweet now?
Sure.
Yeah, while I go to the
Alright.
bathrom.
You know what? I'm just,
When
I'm
you-
just,
by
you
the
know,
time-
I'm
by the time that you
embracing
come
this
back,
because
Del,
it's my
I'll send you
personality now.
the. I'll send you the OBS Ninja link for my model stuff.
Oh yeah. If you want to use that one, I just have your
Weird
reactive.
drama.
Del,
What
can
about
you just use that gun on me before I have to talk? I'd appreciate that. She walked away before she got to use the gun. Never mind. Right, folks. So, the recent drama with me was there was a deleted MBT tweet that said, "I have got to get my dick sucked." I said in response through a quote retweet, "Isn't this shit ticklish? Idiot virgin speaking here, but ain't no way this is actually pleasurable. Porn has simply destroyed people's brains into thinking this feels good." And I stand by that.
Yeah, I think you honestly
Oh.
couldn't sound like any more of an incel than anything. Like, still hearing it, I'm sorry, but like that's the most incel thing I've ever heard in my fucking life.
I'm not an incel.
It's like I thought I'd hear today.
I'm not
like
saying you're an
women,
incel.
I just don't-
I'm saying it makes you sound like an incel. Incels also like women. They're just salty because they can't be with women
Uh,
and don't know anything
Right.
about what being with a woman is like.
well, I mean, I don't know that either. So I guess 2 out of 3 ain't bad. But
2 out of 3 bad, bro.
oh, I had somebody quote. I literally just used that line because somebody quote retweeted that that bit of drama saying everyone under the age of 25 is exactly like this now. They have never had sex. They think the world is going to end in 6 months, and they live exclusively off of DoorDash, folks. I do kind of live exclusively off of DoorDash. I do order a lot of Subway salads. I do order a lot of bunless burgers from Wendy's because I just don't like cooking. If I'm going to try to eat for a diet so that I can, get skinny so that, women actually think I'm pleasurable to look at, that's
DoorDash is
the,
basically Uber Eats technology.
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, Loom does in fact do the sucking. Like he sucks on.
I do the
my
sucking.
thing.
Okay, why do I come back to Loom doing sucking?
He's under my desk still. Don't worry about it. He's being a good boy for once.
You okay with that,
Anyway,
Luma?
Someone's got to do it.
What? No, they don't!
I sent you the OBS Ninja link
Okay.
now. And Loom, unlike you, actually serves his purpose every now and then.
What the hell?
None of
It's
my
true.
purpose revolves around you, Luca. Soz. Not soz.
I literally am your content wife. Shut the fuck up.
You don't do shit, bitch.
Do you want me to get domestic? Fine.
You
Did you
always
just say
fucking get into
meth stick? What?
domestic. They're threatening to
Oh.
abuse me. They're threatening to abuse
You know what?
me.
Hey, I admit the meth stick sounds like domestic.
The meth sticks?
the
God, I
I'm
wish I
sorry.
was taking meth instead of Luca beating me up my ass. At least something might make
No,
me happy again.
No, acting like she doesn't enjoy when I beat her ass. Crazy.
Funny
Crazy.
enough, I don't enjoy when people beat my ass. I know, fucking insane.
She doesn't enjoy when beating, but pounding is a
Though,
different story.
Sure.
What an abuser.
No, I'm not
I-
abusive.
I love
I'm
the
just
silence that just in ignoring the statement. The
It's
joke.
hard
statement that you made?
with Luca fucking screeching in my eardrums.
Oh, never mind. Chat heard it.
Chat heard it, and that's what matters. Yeah, yes. Don't worry. Me and Luca just always start every podcast, I swear, with us having a little bit of a fight over something
it does
stupid.
seem like
It warms
that.
us up.
So,
Isn't that most of the podcast?
Do you want to fight me, Loop? Is that how you want to start this one? But what did we think of Carrot Meatball's take on sucking dick? Like,
Did you just say carrot meatball? What the fuck?
am I making English? I said chaotic meatball. Or is he deaf?
Not all of those syllables came out, but go ahead.
Cocker meatball? Cocker meatball here?
Cock a meatball.
he's
gonna
chaotic
jump it
goonball.
Chaotic gumbo. That was my favorite quote from someone trying to dab on it. Is like, someone will go chaotic on your balls one day, and then you'll know. That was my favorite quote from that.
Chaotic.
You're gonna go
gooning
chaotic on my
chaotic
meatballs.
is gooning on your balls.
That was the best reply to your Twitch thing. Your Twitter thing.
I didn't even see that.
Mm.
You know what? Some of these replies are genuinely funny. Trevor, aka Not Sure It, he stayed with us for
Thanks for the
YC
resub,
or
Luca.
the NAWCQ. He said it's better than playing Mario Party at 11 p.m. My guy, we were playing a 4-player Mario Party game on the Sunday night at that YCS, and I was like, damn, this is great. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Chaotic goon balls. Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I don't know, folks. Have you ever played Mario Party with 3 other people? I think that's better than sex.
You've never had sex, so how would you know?
Again,
Rough estimation.
Damn.
the incel accusations are hitting kind of hard. Crazy.
The incel accusation. Who's hitting him with the incel accusations?
Me.
Listen.
Me.
Blowjobs are cool and all, but if you ever killed the Dragon Lord in Dragon Quest, that shit goes hard.
Oh my god! But I never got to understand the logic of why it would tickle. So Loom, what was your thoughts on
Oversensitivity.
blowjobs as the guy here?
All right,
I mean, I
all right,
didn't have one
folks, I'm
either,
just
so-
gonna be completely transparent here.
But do you think they're actually
I
any
accidentally
good?
get tickled when I'm taking a shower, so I wouldn't be able to imagine that.
I mean, I've never had one, so what can I say?
Oh my god!
I'm gonna go with Dell's logic.
All right, I guess I'm gonna have to be the person here, as the third person with a cock here who has had one.
I don't believe
They
you
do
have a cock.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
Like, how did I miss this tweet? It's got
Are
so
you gonna
many
kill me or
replies.
kill him?
Yeah, it was going
about?
all over the Yu-Gi-Oh community.
Every single Yu-Gi-Oh content creator
They were, like,
responded to this tweet. What
Yeah,
the
they were
hell?
Yeah, even
absolutely cooked.
even DZ was making fun of me in my DMs. I was just like, "Are you kidding me, bro?"
That is so funny.
Loom is pleading the fifth.
You know, Doug is great at posting. I do wish he had riffed on it. It would have been hilarious.
Yeah, literally, yeah, because MBT Yu-Gi-Oh whatever also said his piece on it, didn't he? It's like, those
Yeah,
were,
no, Joseph replied to both tweets. I don't know if you saw the second one, Del.
Oh
it
yeah,
was-
where you double down. That's actually when I saw it on my feed, because for some reason I didn't see it. I got sent to me, and I was like, "What the fuck
Oh, yeah,
is
'cause-
chaotic
yeah,
smoking right now?"
No, I think
Not wangs,
that
apparently.
picture goes hard though. To be fair,
I think that So do you really still believe what you believe in, even though everyone said you're wrong and the logic doesn't make sense?
I think I'm just a special case. You know, I don't.
But you haven't had a blowjob to know if it tickles.
I mean, I
Like
don't think
I
I've ever had
said,
like.
I
you're
accidentally
pulling an
get.
errand dog
I
or just
accidentally
being
tickle
stubborn?
myself while
I don't
taking
think
a
I've ever had
shower.
a ticklish
I am not.
cock. I don't think that's ever happened.
Yeah, but like when you're whacking off, does it feel ticklish? That was my reply. Was like, if it doesn't tickle when you whack off. it
No,
wouldn't be
because I don't
ticklish.
ever touch the head.
You gave
I
me
love
away.
the silence.
What is this conversation?
Okay, guys, I'm Pepe leaving. I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared.
Oh god.
You asked the question. I'm answering it honestly.
This is the most derailed podcast.
I could have gone with
Is this
less.
heading out
Honesty.
YouTube?
I could have gone with less honesty. Honestly, fucking Christ. Yeah, but
Wait, we can go back to
yeah,
talking
you
about,
can
like,
accidentally
sex
get
or not.
It's kind of like with a partner with sex, you could accidentally hurt yourself, or I guess tickle in that way. It's the same thing.
But
You have
are
to
you
be careful
circumcised or
and communicate. Because you don't want
That makes
to.
sense.
I don't think he. I think he's circumcised. By that statement, I believe he is circumcised.
Oh yes.
American.
Damn!
Don't understand.
How did I know? Just by that one statement, I was like, damn, he's circumcised.
Luca, the dick genie here.
My folks were atheists. I don't know why that happened. I thought that only happened with like Jewish kids.
Apparently, it's very popular in America because I had this conversation, weirdly enough, with my friends when they were drinking this weekend, and they were all talking about it because my friend asked if I thought penises that were like uncircumcised were ugly, and I'm like, majority of Australia doesn't get
It's a
circumcised.
majority over here.
Yeah, and it's the same in Europe and every other country but America. So,
Huh.
And then my American friend went on a rant of how his parents stole his foreskin, and it's a crime.
True.
They stole his foreskin.
Fun fact: Del is uncircumcised.
Shut the fuck up! I'm a woman. Stop trying to tell me what I am.
I was about to
Wait,
ask,
but you
how
haven't
do
been circumcised.
circumcise a
They're
woman?
not
That-
mutually exclusive. Jesus Christ,
True.
Del, it's 2024.
Oh my god.
Shake my head.
They shake your head instead of shaking your head. You have your model.
I'm shaking my head. I'm literally doing it, but I'm just saying it out
Your-
loud.
Your head.
Or do you want me
isn't
to shake
moving.
this as well?
I'm just saying, if you're gonna pay
there
for the
we go.
titties, you may as well shake them. Damn it.
What titties, Del? I'm literally flat.
Okay, double G's. Shut the fuck up with your lies.
Double G's? Del, I think you're looking at yourself there.
I look like fucking a board of like wood right now in this outfit. Like, what are you talking about? Okay. 5 to delete. Yeah, it's so much penis talk. This is just like my weekend all over again. But I honestly just thought it was kind of hilarious that every single Yu-Gi-Oh person and Pokemon person got on board to try and convince Meatball that they were cocaine hard.
That's a banger tweet though.
Yeah, that's
The only reason it got any traction was
Question.
because Joseph replied to it.
Question. Is that your most popular tweet?
I don't know.
But
I
that,
feel like
Your
it
pin
is.
tweet, honestly.
that goes to almost my theory of how you get tweets doing well. You just say something outrageously stupid, and it just
What?
goes from there.
What's my most
Uh,
popular tweet?
It was mine was probably like the one where I gave away an alt art Miriam from the Scarlet and Violet base set.
It's either that filthy room I took a picture of or something else. I can't remember what else it would be. Stupid Dell.
How the
Well, he
fuck
was
did I look at
fucking
my-
wrong. I ain't gonna call him smart. Well, to be fair, naive would be the question. Like, he doesn't know the ways of the world. Doesn't know what he needs some. The guy said, once someone goes chaotic on his meatballs, he'll be fine. It can be fixed.
Listen, you folks don't understand the depression that sets in once you are emasculated by 3 different VTubers telling you to get laid.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I just told you
It's
were
not,
jacking
no,
off,
it
bro.
wasn't. It wasn't just you, you folks. It was Miwabel, it was Maple, and it was I guess it was Luca too.
Yeah, who was the one that I rarely say this often to guys, but you really need to fucking get laid? Who was that one?
That was Miwa.
That was Miwa? Poetry.
Yep.
That one stuck in my head. It's just like...
Miwa even brought it up on her 12-hour birthday stream.
I missed that.
She was like, I
was
need to
asleep.
talk about this, and I'm just like, why does everybody want to talk about this?
That's because that's how wrong you are.
It was hilarious. I thought it was more hilarious that some person said they'd try to talk to you for 2 hours about it, and then you wouldn't change your mind or something. And that's even funnier.
I didn't talk to somebody for 2 hours about it.
I don't remember who it was, but it was another creator that said they tried to convince you that you were wrong, and then you were just like, no.
I don't remember who that could have been, because I don't think I've talked to anybody about it for even that any length of time, more than maybe like 2 or 3.
Clout chasers everywhere.
The only
yeah.
one that agreed with Meatball was Dual Log. Well, yes, Dual Logs was laughing his butt off about
Duologs
it.
can't be trusted. He's scared of vaginas, so that man
Is he
has no.
asexual?
Huh? He's dumb No,
I don't think he's ace.
no, he's not ace. He's just fucking ridiculous. If I met Logs in real life, it will end in a wrestling match of me like fucking squeezing his head because he would drive me insane with his ridiculousness, with this kind of stuff. I'd have
You know
to
what's
kick
funny
his ass.
is that Logs is an actually normal person in real life. Very much
I
normal.
have my fucking doubts.
I met him at SwitchCon last year. He is very normal. He's a very
He's chronically
like,
lonely. If he keeps talking this shit, he's
Well,
gonna get a
yeah,
chronic backhand from me.
Aside
Shit.
from that, he was basically attached to Stim the whole weekend, but that was about it.
Let's just be honest. Stim probably makes him more normal than usual as well.
Yeah, the Dualogs is just lazy when it comes to the bedroom. He wants to skip. No, he said like vaginas are gross or something. It wasn't even just laziness. That's why I said he was crazy. Want to kiss or touch? He just wants her to be mean to him.
Based.
Shut up, you! What is
No,
men wanting to get bullied? What the fuck?
Well,
Do you know how many guys
yeah,
I
I just
know
said
like
that's like
that?
a good time,
I don't-
honestly.
I don't want to be bullied. I just want to sit there and I don't know, play It Takes Two or something. I don't know.
No, if someone plays It Takes Two with me, they're gonna get bullied. Cause they're gonna tell me how shit I am at like parkour games, and I'm gonna like be like, "You shut the fuck up, bitch."
I would bully you, probably just because I'd be like, why do you not know how to play video game?
What do you mean video games? They're parkour games. I'm bad at jumping.
That's
You're like a rabbit.
That's like, are you bad at Super Mario Brothers?
I've never played Super Mario.
Oh my god, okay, well.
No, I never
Folks,
owned a
that's gonna be
Nintendo.
the that's
I
gonna
was
be
a
the next-
PlayStation. So Jack and Daxter.
Folks, that's gonna be the next
Del
collab. Is
was
that I'm
also
gonna get
poor
Del to
growing
play
up.
like
Don't
5
forget.
different NES games, and she's gonna have to beat them.
Did you just call
so
me
that
poor?
she can say she's a
I did.
gamer now.
I'm a game. I am a gamer. I just didn't game
You are not-
Nintendo. I'm sorry. I had
You're
a more
not a
refined palette. Devil May Cry, stuff like that. Drakengard.
Too normie.
How's fucking that normie? Fucking Mario is the mega normie. It's kid normie.
Whoa.
I understand that that's normie, but like, do you have a spreadsheet of games that you want to play before you're dead? I do, and there's over 1,000 games on there. What? Just because I haven't played AI the Somnium Files yet does not mean that I'm not a real gamer.
What? You could just like
Yeah, I bet
like
you if
games
I-
to be a gamer. You don't need a spreadsheet. It's just like I would say liking Mario is more normie than liking like fucking like Drakengard or like Shin Megami Tensei or something. Like they're more.
I don't know.
niche.
If you haven't played Ogre Battle 64, Person of Lordly Caliber, you don't talk to me.
Sounds like a
Ugo
trash.
battle?
She's a level 90. Yeah, I prefer RPGs like JRPGs and stuff like that. Honestly.
Well, Ogre Battle's one of like the three RPGs on the Nintendo 64. There you go.
Yeah, I've never.
Like-
I've
like
my
Quest
first
64.
Nintendo console was the Switch. I have never owned a Nintendo console before. I was all
Hey, this Ugo
PlayStation.
battle looks kind of good.
All right, listen. Next stream, you are booting up Nintendo Switch Online. I'm coming right into this chat, and we're gonna have to get you gamerfied.
What do you mean? Gamer fine.
hey,
Fuck.
Fine.
Nintendo is mainly kids game. I
listen,
want.
Whoa!
I
here's
might be
$500
just talking about Nintendo,
I'm like
but
playing
listen,
games with
I do
incest
play
and,
other
and
All
shit, and you
ages.
guys are like, you're
I have-
fucking basic. Like, and you're watching, I like to collect stars on a moon or some shit, and you're telling me I'm normie.
What the?
Listen, you probably don't even know what a TurboGrafx 16 is.
No, because I played the superior console. PlayStation 2 had all the better games.
It's the
It's
worst
a
take
good
in-
console,
Maybe
though.
it's
Shut
free,
up! I'll
boy.
keep this keep this take forever. And my other take is all Pokemon games the same. No, there hasn't
They
been a
are,
good Pokemon game in like many generations.
All right, well,
Whoa.
I can explain that. See, the only reason we haven't had a good Pokemon game since 2012 is because Game Freak decided after Black and White 2 that they were going to put their secondary development team on Pokemon, and their
Who's memory
primary
card? Fight me,
development
Slap.
team went onto the Gear Project. The Gear Project ended up having games like Harmonite and Little Town Hero. How well did they did? They did really poorly.
I don't know what the fuck these words are that he's saying to me right now.
I'm a dork. Get over it.
Basically, to put it in simpler terms, basically Game Freak had their main team who used to make Pokemon games make some other shit, and then that other shit did
That
horribly.
story.
So
I tune out when my friend rants about this.
Yeah, like that
Yeah.
was the reason Toby Fox got to make music for Pokemon, was because he made music for Little Town Hero, which was another Game Freak title.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, there is a lot of good consoles in there. It's just like I grew up poor. I could only afford to buy one console myself through working, so I continued with the PlayStation. That's why I played those games.
I understand. I understand that. For me, I grew up poor as well, but I learned about emulation way earlier than most people.
Yeah, I
So
didn't get a
I had like
PC till I was like
I had
15.
like a thumb drive.
You tell me you
I
never
had like a
experienced...
thumb drive that I would bring into to my elementary school, and I would play like Super Nintendo and Genesis games on their computer during like, because
that
we
was
had
my little
computers
bogan.
in the
My little
classroom as like a little like
That was my little
I don't know
bogan,
why we had
girl.
computers in the
You
classroom.
are, yes you are, yes you
I'm gonna
are,
answer you
yes
while
you
you call me a
are.
bogan. I'm not gonna. Okay.
Luca, every
Oh,
time I
my
hear
bogan
the mommy
girl.
voice, I just start getting very awkward. I can't
Yeah.
do it.
But
Giving you
yeah.
blue balls, crazy.
I like played
No,
on a couple
whatever.
people's 64s before, like Nintendo 64s, like Pokemon, I think it was Arena or something. And I played on one of my
Stadium.
cousin's Game Boy Color or whatever, but I wasn't allowed to save or anything. So they were like very brief experiences because they weren't mine.
Well, listen, you have the Nintendo Switch. You probably have Nintendo Switch Online. You have access to this stuff now.
Yeah, I just don't
Play
have a
it.
major need to play them. I played Emerald, I played Soul Silver, I played Fire
No,
Red
not
now.
Pokemon.
But I've
Go play like a good game.
those are good. I like them.
They're all the same shit. I've been playing them for 5 years. Do you
Yeah,
you
but
think
I
that I'm
just don't
not
have a
tired
major
of
like.
them?
I liked Crash Bandicoot and stuff, but I don't have a want to play Mario or anything like that at the moment. Like I might play Paper Mario at some point, but it's not something I like go, man, I wanna, because I love storytelling in it, and it's just not like a big, like, interesting story compared to other like JRPGs and stuff I've played. For me,
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, I'm talking like go play some of the RPGs that are on like NSO. Like, sure, Fire Emblem is like a not a JRPG. It's a tactical RPG, but it still has good storytelling.
Donkey Kong.
I just played through Path of Radiance on the GameCube. Very, very fun. Very nice story to it. I liked it.
Cool man game. But yeah, it's just like I kind of just like when something I see to play it, I'll play it, and if it doesn't come to mind, I don't go to play it. It's just not one of those things where I was like, yeah, I'm addicted to this. Like, I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan, and I've played a lot of them, but it's not like some genres I just don't think to go into. Not enough big-tittied anime waifus, you know?
Understandable. Well,
It
hey,
doesn't
Paper
scratch
Mario is on the Nintendo Switch Online. So
Yeah,
go-
I've heard
go
good
play-
things, so I did put it on my list to maybe try at some point. Like, because I thought that would be a better entry, because it just got redone or whatever, or
Well, that's the second one. I mean, the original N64 Paper Mario is on Nintendo Switch Online with the app.
What
So-
the fuck is that on you, Luca?
Don't worry about it.
I've actually played Final Fantasy 1, 3, and 4. So, I didn't get far into 3, though, but...
Of what?
Final Fantasy 3. It's like original Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3 were actually arcade games that got re-released multiple times.
No, they were NES games. 2 and 3 never came over here on the NES because the SNES had already come out by that point, which is why Final Fantasies 4 and 6 got renamed 2 and 3 in the States. I don't even think you guys got them until Final Fantasy 7, because I think Australia was grouped with Europe in terms of like PAL releases, so.
Well, homies, seeing we've ranted enough, let's get on to the podcast before we spend 1,000 years on
Oh, we hadn't
topic.
started yet?
No, because we haven't even done we're not even talking about the podcast happening. This is just everyone talking.
You
So
mean the chaotic thing's not going to go on the fucking podcast
no,
video?
it only goes into it as when I say the start, which is we're doing a podcast with Loom, Yu-Gi-Oh, Chaotic Meatball, Luca Lullaby about YouTubers, pretty much. Loom has almost 100k subs on YouTube. Chaotic has 200k, and they're going to be answering questions and like talking to us about what it's like being a YouTuber, their least favorite things about being a YouTuber, their favorite, etc. And yeah, and that's when I cut it on the VOD. So, and yes, I see the Dell's controller, Luca. I see it. I'm just been ignoring you.
And I know you're ignoring me, but it's okay. That happens when you're nervous and you don't know how to speak to your crush. Anyway, what I was gonna mention that, and they're gonna tell us why, despite the fact that they're popular and are okay financially, why they're both single and without any prospects of love.
Lucas is
Well,
trying to.
yeah, I mean, hey, folks, I will admit, being online terminally because of your career does hamper that. That is probably the worst negative of being like a content creator, and sucks.
We don't really have
But-
any co-workers or anything, so
Yeah, the
how do you
coworkers that
meet
you
people?
have are people like these
So
two.
what are you trying? Are you trying to tell me you have no bitches?
Actually, negative.
Well,
bitches.
also mention it's not very common for people to date their coworkers.
Actually, it's one of the most common places to find a
Yeah.
spouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That or friends.
Yeah, all my
Interesting.
friends ended up going off to like college towns or moved out of state from
Yeah,
my
that's
high
actually
school,
exactly the
so-
same issue. I don't have any really friends locally anymore. They're all moved
Yeah,
away.
because I
Interesting.
went full time into content. Like I graduated high school May of 2019. I started full time August 2019. And I already I think second most viewed video was made while I was still in high school.
Damn.
So yeah, my second most viewed one was from when I was in high school.
Yeah,
My
unless you're
fourth
someone who's
most
like,
was also in high school. So
unless you're someone else use like Tinder or something, but Tinder is an absolute shit show down here. It's just all
Well,
people wanting to get
yeah.
laid more than people actually wanting, relationships and shit. It's like a
That
hook up
and
that.
I also live in a pretty rural area. I've tried Tinder, and for literally like I tried it like on and off for like 2 years, and I did not get a single match on there. And I'm just like, okay, this is useless.
Actually, funny thing is, I want to try and do Tinder reviews for some people at some point because I've seen some that are actually really good and interesting about the fact of why some people don't get matches.
Will
And-
Loom and Meatball find love today? Find out on today's podcast.
Oh, guys, this
I
is
mean,
not
I-
a relationship
for your calls and
podcast. One sec, the
messages.
text to speech is going. So yeah,
Lamau.
it's interesting.
Yeah,
It's
Sorry.
not
I
really a
mean,
match issue. It's just most people you match with just wanted to mostly get laid. That's mostly all it was.
That
It's more of a
too,
hookup
yeah.
app.
It's because like a lot of apps just have the reputation to be there to get laid. Like next to a lot of, I'm gonna sound old, young people aren't looking for relationships, or they actually don't think they should be in a relationship. Like even to have kids now. Do you know how many people guys have talked to me? It's like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna get married and I'm not gonna be with them, but I want 3 kids. I'm like, how you hoping to do that with hopes and fucking dreams? Like, it's like,
Oh. Well, I'm not married. And I have
underlings will
you.
follow. Huh?
I have you though. And I'm not and I'm not married.
You think you have me. Your delusions have nothing to do with this.
Wow, she calls me delusional, yet she's disabled. Crazy.
the delusion is more of how are you? I mean, there's no way you're going from Canada to Australia. Let's be honest.
Why would I need to do that?
That'd
I
be a
just have
long
her
flight.
come here.
Lucas literally said they won't visit me in Australia because they don't want to, like, they have cats. And I was like, that's so selfish.
Oof.
No, more than anything, I don't want to go to Australia because, like, have you seen some of the bugs in there? Ew.
Oh my
I mean,
God,
I would never
pussies.
go to Australia because of the fact that you people have like spawn from Satan himself in that
Pussy.
country, and like no.
At
Don't
least
be
Dun's
rude
the
to
band,
Dell.
though.
Come on. I'm not Satan. She's a spawn of something, but not Satan. Come on.
Cats can get
Cats can get passports.
I would
Is that
love to
actually
see
a
those
thing,
cute
Thompson?
profile pics. Honestly, that'd be adorable.
Fun
Off
fact.
of my
My cats
wanting
do
to
have
be their manager, that you're like as their OnlyFans manager. What? I've never actually used these, like, other than I signed a friend up when I was in New Zealand because they all the guys was like telling me, oh, it's actually like it's horrendous, all the profiles out there, and that's when I learned how generic most people write about themselves.
You're not joking, Tartsy? You can get a cat a passport?
Yeah,
Ain't no
yeah.
way.
Like,
I thought you
like
were
my
kidding.
cats, my cats have like a passport-like stuff for them to go to Mexico and Canada with
Yeah,
all their like shots on both languages and shit.
that's crazy. I had
That's
no
great.
idea. I thought it was just a joke.
Yeah, because the fact, especially when you go to a different country with different languages, they need to know what shots they have and all that kind of shit.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, because I can't go to Mexico where with someone that doesn't speak English and all the information is in English, they don't know what the fuck they have, so they won't accept them.
Hey, Gordon, thanks for follow. Welcome to Darling Codes. Okay, before we get started, how about we get you guys?
Wait, we haven't
describe-
started yet.
No, into my questions. Like I give some.
Oh, okay.
You can really tell Looms watch my podcast. Pretty much, sometimes I will ask questions.
Well, I'm
to
being
kind of
called
lead the
out.
Okay, yeah, what the fuck, fake friend, to lead the conversation a bit, so we get some things answered, not just a blind conversation. But pretty much,
Yeah, I also got zero info on what the podcast is about. Del didn't tell me anything, like
that's because
usual.
you don't ask anything about it. Oh, what? You just sit on your ass and show up. Don't even at me right now. Okay.
Crazy.
Okay.
Del never tells me anything. So toxic.
I'm gonna beat her one day. But okay.
Whoa.
I'm
Okay.
good. Let's fight. Let's fight.
Shut up, you. Shut up, you. Okay. Can I ask the boys a question? Can I?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Sure.
Okay, guys. Do you want to describe what kind of content you make on YouTube first, starting from Chaotic, Loom, and so we can see the
Alright,
variety
so-
and differences.
Yeah, so I make gaming content primarily in the Pokemon sphere. I do Pokemon challenge videos. They blew up quite frantically. I'd say the beginning of it was about 2019 when I started post the Nintendo partnership program shutting down, because that was the thing that had people, have to give like 40% of their revenue to Nintendo. But yeah, I started around there, and I just do that. I'm hoping to break out of it into more general stuff with some stuff that I'm making right now, but that's the general realm that I'm in.
Nice. Loom, what do you do on YouTube?
I do, well, for most of the part, I've been doing deckless videos for absolute decades, but recently I've started doing some storytime content that's been absolutely just exploding. Just felt pretty good. Because I've been wanting to not just do deckless videos for absolutely ages, but it's been so hard to find something that other people are interested in.
Yeah.
So,
And what's funny, actually, now that you mentioned that, I have actually seen an exploit was discovered in your
yeah, that
video,
one actually
and I didn't
viral, it's
even
fucking
realize
everywhere.
that was you until you just said that. I was like, oh, okay, well,
Loom's
Funny.
famous.
Yeah, it's funny. I had a bunch of people just DM me saying I was on Farfa's stream for some reason. Just Farfa just randomly clicked on it and recommended and was just watching it on stream. It's kind of cool to see it just all over the place.
if you're getting Yu-Gi-Oh content recommended, you're getting that video in there probably.
That's
Yeah,
great. It wasn't
nice.
even I had so many comments of people that play Magic too. So it just went to any TCG players, which is kind of cool.
Except for probably Pokemon. Pokemon is so far away.
No, I had a couple.
from every
I had
other TCG.
a bunch of people commenting on Pokemon as well. It's literally anyone that plays
Really?
a TCG. It just went everywhere.
Huh.
Find out the
'Cause I've
exploit
always-
exclamation. A Loom,
What?
guys. So you can.
Oh, sorry.
I'm
I
just-
was about to keep going with that, and yeah.
Sorry, people
you
are
cut
just
me off, please.
asking like what the exploit is, so I'm just gonna send
I
them
love,
over
I,
there.
I love how we both did it.
How did you manage to not capitalize? Wait, how did you not capitalize the L with the O and M?
It's called skill.
It's impressive.
Your
It's
your
called
new name is
caps
now
lock and
Ium.
accidentally using the shift key either way.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, Luco, do you want to describe your content? Being you're a YouTuber too?
I'm an ASMR artist, and I make girlfriend experience content, although more focused on mistress kind of stuff. Like saying that I own chat, for an example. Or how Dal belongs to me and only me, because
Stop
she is
it.
never, ever,
Oh my god.
ever allowed to look at anyone else.
I look at
but
everyone
me.
every day. I don't even
Oh,
talk to you
no.
most days.
Dang, she
Bad
looks at 6 billion people.
girl.
That's gotta be pretty time consuming.
Yeah, I would rather like
I'm
strain
doing-
my eyeballs looking at everyone else but Luke.
Oh, in that case, I'm gonna pluck those cute little eyeballs out.
Alright, calm the fuck down, Luca, okay?
That's a pretty good demonstration of the content,
The voice throws me off too much. I can't do it.
That's the thing, like, Luca, when they put on the ASMR move, it, like, scratches a part of the brain where I'm like, and they know it too. Like, I'm like, because I'm not much for most ASMR stuff too.
What about you, Dale?
me
What
neither.
YouTube content do you make?
I don't shut up, and then I make money.
She's a professional drama tuber
Professional
and,
yapper.
and a reactor content creator. So literally the cesspool of YouTube.
Shut up, bitch.
One of these days, we gotta get you doing scripted stuff, and then you'll be making bank. And then boom.
Imagine, yeah, I only do scripts on the commentary stuff if it's very complicated situations, and I hate writing scripts on
I write scripts word for word because I can't talk properly.
All my ASMR is
for
scripted because of the fact that I can't take it
Sorry,
seriously.
go ahead.
I
That's
just
fair.
want to comment that.
For me, I can't talk because I will say something really stupid and it be completely not what it'll be not what I mean, but I thought that I got across what I meant. For instance, in the Alestrals server that I'm in, because I like that card game, very fun. One of the things that they were talking about, Distant Coder had some girlfriend with like a degradation kink, but was also extremely racist against Americans. And what I ended up saying in response
I don't think you
to
can
this,
be
is
racist against Americans.
well, I mean,
I mean, it sounds pretty easy to do, honestly.
Yeah, they both live in Canada, so it's
Because Americans aren't a race, so.
yeah. I don't
It's
know.
a nationalist.
Against Americans,
But
but
it's discrimination.
Yeah, it's discrimination.
yeah, just discriminate.
There is actually a nation word, but it's not nationalist. It's nationalist,
But
something like that.
If I can find what we ended up saying, I have to find it. I don't know where it is, but let me finish this story because it is funny. I gotta scroll up. No, it's not that one.
Who's my
Because
who's my,
they
who's my
did listen.
filthy
They did
fucking
argue
American?
they did
And a
argue
store
in here
smiling
about
rocks,
the
poor
whole
thing. Oh God.
my whole tweet thing about blowjobs, but that was a different thing. What I ended up saying was that. Come on, I'm scrolling up and I'm trying to fill the void until I find it, but apparently it's not here anymore. Where did it go? I swear I'll
Anyway,
finish the story and
Del,
it'll be
who's
understandable.
my cute little Australian bunny girl?
I think it's Loom.
Huh?
You're
Well,
the cute
Loom's
Australian
a
bunny
different
girl now.
thing.
Shut up and
I
take
do
it.
look pretty good in
is
bunny
m-
ears.
Loom is my
Who doesn't?
cute
They're
little
adorable.
Bunny ears are adorable.
Australian bitch. It's different. He's my little pay piggy. Come on, Loom. Oink for me.
I don't actually have any pig ears.
Come
All
on.
right, I found
What's
what I
xenophobic?
said. I did find it.
What?
I'm not.
So
Don't talk to
Distant
you.
Coder said that girlfriend was both into degradation and very discriminatory against Americans. But I said in response, I must have missed the racist part. This is because we thought we were saying racist against American people. I must have missed the racist part since I would have been into that. I completely that probably doesn't sound right. That sounds like I was
What?
into the racist part. Then I realized what I said. I meant the rest was what I was into because the girl was Asian and she had a degradation kink. Point said, I need to script my content or else I can't speak correctly.
We love
Huh?
racism on this podcast.
Oh my God.
Do I
Everyone's
not
out to
stealth
get
with
cancelled, I swear. Okay. Oh
Do I
yeah,
not stealth
xenophobic
with
does make sense, Tassie. You right.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait.
Right.
Did
Sorry
you like
about that.
confess to
I
being
just had
into Asian women too? Like chaotic. Like you don't have to confess all your sins. This is not a confessional podcast.
Yeah, I'm running my
by
confessional
accident,
as
I'm
part of
sorry.
my birthday thing. You're getting early. You're getting early in for it.
Honestly, you should get a nun cap and honestly do a confessional. I'd laugh.
I am running a confessional for my birthday.
Nice. I'm totally toning in.
Luca, you need to have me in the confessional booth.
I'm gonna. The way that it's gonna work is basically games will
You
be able
okay
to
there,
submit their
Yeah, fine.
little
I thought I heard something fall.
their little confessional, and they can put their name on it, or they can make it anonymously. And I may drag my friends for it. So I might drag Del for it.
I'm gonna pretend to be asleep
Oh.
while I watch for my fun.
Wow.
I ain't
Wow,
confessing
Del.
shit.
Anyway,
You're gonna
what was
pretend
the
to be
point?
asleep on my birthday? Uh-huh.
Okay, we have.
Crazy.
I
didn't even
got us
celebrate
off
my
track by
birthday, you
trying
bitch.
to- God damn it.
Huh?
Okay, I don't know. Okay, we've got distracted. I don't remember fully how we got here, but yeah.
Okay, so we got here because you said you hated scripting stuff. I said that I
Oh
said to
yeah,
script things for it to
true.
work,
And then
or
I
else
said
I'll
something
say
about
really
you can't be
stupid
racist
shit
against
like that.
Americans, some shit like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, now,
Alright.
good. We now I remember. But okay, so question posed after us all saying that stuff. What is your favorite thing about being a YouTuber, and what's your least favorite?
Money, yes.
The favorite
no,
is the
I do.
money. Oh my God.
I do enjoy having a very stable income that comes from not even needing a college education, which in America it's very, very stupid how many loans and ridiculous amounts of debt
Must
that you
be
have to go
nice.
in to do a job that is actually like necessary for society to keep going, like a doctor or a lawyer or an accountant or something like that. You need several years and a certificate that basically says, I can be trusted, and it does nothing else. Because you don't really get the experience of the job until you're in the job and being trained for it. So I genuinely hated the prospect of doing that. Plus, I did not like school. I was good at it. Absolutely hated it in terms of the concept of what you were supposed to be doing, because all it was regurgitation of information that you were given, immediately throw it out for the next thing, and you never really learned anything, which is why I don't think that
Thank
the
you,
like
Ashi.
college
Mhm.
system works for those sorts of jobs, which is why I got into content creation, because I wanted to not have to go to college for it and still be able to live with a livable wage instead of flipping burgers.
Yeah, that's a good reason. I get it's like is that the best part for you, or
That and
Maybe.
I get to play video games a lot. I like those.
yeah? What would be the worst part? Luca just died.
Don't worry
Uh,
about it.
Yeah.
Dang, she disappeared. She
I just noticed that my
spawned
hair
out.
is like clipping out a little bit, so I'm gonna fix that.
Okay.
There
So
we go.
my least favorite thing are the commenters. These people
I hate
don't
the
know
audience.
a fucking thing that they're talking about.
I hate my fans. Fuck my
No,
fans.
listen, I
They
do
Take it
not.
to the
suck.
most. Yeah, I'm gonna take it to the most extreme. Carrot Meatball hates his audience.
Yeah,
That's the title.
literally wakes up every day, looks at one of those like dartboards just as an image of their audience and comment section. Just throw darts and knives at it every single morning. Like, God, I hate these dumb bitches.
I just don't like Pokemon fans that much because they don't play
Oh,
anything
and he
else.
hates
They act
Pokemon
like there's
fandom
no.
now.
You
Yeah,
heard
like, they
that?
don't-
You like Pokemon? He hates you.
Sorry.
I don't
God.
hate you.
Sorry.
I
Okay,
just want
continue. We're bullying you.
I just want them to be like, there are other video games that exist and would be willing to watch other video games, because I don't understand how somebody
Wow,
can
so you want them to change?
really yes.
No,
Very much so.
change.
Yes.
But no,
no,
I
I
understand this. I understand what you
Yeah,
mean.
I do not understand Pokemon fans in general, just because they genuinely do not consume any other content or other video games aside from that, and that's why most Pokemon creators get so pigeonholed into it, because they can't do anything else, or else they'll get attacked for it. For instance, A-Drive, who's a Pokemon creator, who was a Pokemon creator with over 1 million subscribers, he ended up making his own card game in Alestrals, and he has basically gotten like massive amounts of people unsubscribing from him, and people just trying to dig up whatever little piece of dirt they can to try to like smudge his name just because he got out of it. And they don't like when you get out of it because they are so brand loyal to a fault. And it's so nerve-wracking and irritating, and I just don't like it. And it comes across a lot in my comment section, so that's my least favorite thing.
I do understand that as someone who used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! A lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Watchers will only watch Yu-Gi-Oh! But where there is brand loyalty, there is brand hate. Like, hating Yu-Gi-Oh! As an Olympic sport.
Well, I also think, like, in terms of Yu-Gi-Oh!, I think that Yu-Gi-Oh! Players don't understand that Konami is not just a trading card company. Their primary thing is both pachinko machines in Japan and video games, and they do not understand the treatment of both the fans of other franchises as well as the employees. I mean, Hideo Kojima, anybody? Like, does anybody understand how shit they treated that man on his way out of the company after making Metal Gear Solid 5? During the development, they like treated him subhumanly.
Actually, I think the thing is, you'd be surprised how many. This is the thing where I say like it's a Olympic sport hating on Konami and Yu-Gi-Oh! Is because I think a lot of them are aware of that, because like liking a Konami game is liking to be abused almost, because they like misuse every IP they have almost. It's because they have Silent Hill too, and they just shit on Silent Hill fans all the time.
Oh my god, don't even get me started. I mean, that was, I think, the biggest straw that broke the camel's back in terms of the Kojima thing, because with him and Guillermo del Toro working on the playable teaser, and that just getting canceled out of nowhere because, it costs too much money, we're not going to make enough from this, even though making it quality, not quantity, is what's going to make you the most in the video game industry in terms of being a big company at this point, because they're already established. It's not like they're taking a risk. They're going to make their money back on a pre-established IP like that, especially with such a creative man like Hideo Kojima at the helm, especially with Guillermo del Toro. I mean, that name is just... that'll tell you the quality that is going to be in it if he's involved. But it's so frustrating seeing Konami do that to Castlevania, Contra, Metal Gear, Suikoden, all of the Hudson Soft franchises, because they bought Hudson Soft, and the only franchise that survives of them is basically Bomberman. Everything else died. You want to know why Mario Party ended up falling off after the 8th one? It was because Konami bought Hudson Soft, and Nintendo didn't know what to do with 9 and 10, and that's why they sucked.
But yeah, that is what I would say is the big difference. People are like blindly loyal to that, buy everything Nintendo does, but Konami fans aren't really like that, because if any of some of their Yu-Gi-Oh! Spins off, like Cross Duels just absolutely tanked and died after like a month.
Cross Duel was just like, I don't understand. They did not do market research for that. They just
it wasn't anything to do any marketing or anything. That game was the most... the amount of money you would have to spend to play it was...
oh yeah, it was so paid.
It goes more than it goes more than like a gacha would. For example, when I played the game, I had this sounds like so bizarre, but I had, in terms of ultra rare cards, I had 12 of them. In terms of SR cards, which is the lower rarity, I had 0. It was impossible to get cards in that game, so it just died.
That with the
that's because all of the playable stuff was SR. Like what?
And the game was
like cards could have different effects. Z Metal Tank for some reason was the best card.
It's half the reason it was the best isn't because it was actually the best. It's because that was the only actual cheap deck you could build. That was the only deck available, so everyone played that. So it just made the game horrible. The game was actually a fairly fun concept. You could play with your friends. I did actually a couple of collabs with some other Yu-Gi-Oh people and had some fun playing it. But unfortunately, everyone had to play the same deck at one point because just no one could afford anything.
It seemed cool, but I looked at how like the monetization shit and instantly went, nope, didn't even bother with it.
Yeah, a lot of time,
it's
like
the same thing. I mean, it was worse there, but like Duel Links was even terrible with it.
No. No,
Don't
compare that to Duel Links. That is not a thing.
No, I understand, but I also believe that like Duel Links was already a terrible model for the consumer, but making it worse with Cross Duel was just
yeah, but so I can understand that being a hard part of it. Loom, would you like to talk about your best, the thing you like best and the thing you dislike the most?
I think the thing I like best is pretty simple. I just don't like the concept of 9 to 5. Those kind of jobs are. I've only had one that I actually thought was kind of okay. All the other times I've tried working other industries and stuff, it's always been the fucking worst. So I just wanted something that wasn't a 9 to 5, and this is what I ended up with, which is pretty good. I quite like this job. So that's the main thing. It's not really a. It's not that I particularly think YouTube is like the best job in existence or anything like that. It's just it's the best alternative to anything that I can think of. So it ends up what I'm doing. So the thing that I hate the most.
He even got titty implants in order to make his content more enjoyable
Yeah,
for
he's just
people.
like, pay attention, boys. I got tatas.
The thing that I dislike the most, probably. I mean, every job probably has stress, but this one also has quite a lot of stress. A lot of the time, it's like my week is decided by how well the videos are doing. Like I might be having just a week where I just had completely just videos did awfully, and I just feel terrible that week. On the flip
Another
side, I
thing
might
that I
have a
remember
week where I
you
have.
mentioning, like in the
What'd you say?
past, that you hated the fact that you would have to be like at a moment's notice for literally everything. Like, for
That
instance,
is
where
that is
something came out to like post a video like instantly.
yeah. That is something too. Especially in the like banless videos and stuff like that. If you don't post it first, someone else posts a video on it, and then your video just tanks. Especially someone that's bigger than you post, which isn't that much of an issue anymore because there's not that many dual links content creators anymore. So,
Yeah.
but
I thought you were gonna say you were the biggest, and it's like, oh yeah, Loom's flipping his hair. I'm like pretty popular now.
well, in terms of English ones, there isn't any really left but me. So, I mean,
Lone survivor.
Like, yeah,
uh,
because everybody jumped over to Master Duel, Decade. I don't remember. I don't even know any other ones.
Fafa.
no, so
That's
the
probably
other
like-
Samurai.
the other
Able to
main one
do
was Guns Blazing, but he quit ages ago. He quit to make his own game.
I think there was like a guy DLE or something.
He
with
wasn't. He was a
entertainment.
big streamer. Wasn't really big on YouTube at all.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so that probably affects it because like if you're not constantly on the game, like paying attention to all that shit, you lose out on views, so you end up being depressed because the video didn't do well.
Yeah,
And you're like
that's definitely part
incentivized
of
to
it.
be
But
on this.
it's mostly just like the result that is the biggest factor. If I have a week where a video just does super well, like the storytime videos did, I'm just like over the moon. I'm actually having a great week. If I have a week where I think last week I did 3 Duel Links videos and they were all absolutely like terrible views for some reason. I think it's just because the actual box was really boring. No one really enjoyed the content, so the actual videos just
Or
no one
it's
watched
Duel
them because
Links.
no one was interested. So that felt pretty bad. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's super just up and down.
Yeah, I think it's also because like your relevancy and how much like your entire income is kind of determined by you keeping views, and it's not even just like, oh, I feel sad because my numbers aren't big. It's also because it like makes you feel unstable. Like your job has absolutely no security. At least for me, that's why I get kind of like
that when I heard
numbers.
Chaotic say that, I was open. When it comes to security of it, because like you realistically don't have any real security besides yourself. You have to create that security by saving up, because at any point you may not be able to upload anymore, or like there may be a change in how things work on YouTube, and we are not informed by it.
I mean, the thing with that is
That's true.
most standard jobs also have like there's plenty of normal jobs that have the same issue.
Yeah.
It's not like a YouTube specific thing. That one, like at any moment, some
Well,
company
but
might go
but
on
we
under,
just
regular
go through
jobs,
fired.
there's actual laws that protect you,
we have
that
no
help you.
laws protecting us, brothers.
It's like you think like all the like the Bungie layoffs that happened recently. Just a bunch of people just get laid
At
off
least
from
they
the
got
company. just
severance
'cause-
pays. Though.
I guess that's true. That's true. That is,
Yeah,
that
like,
is the thing.
no
Like,
severance
on
pay from
YouTube, you
YouTube.
don't get anything like that, and you also tend to get like notice in most cases, and if you don't, you can sometimes even sue.
Yeah, that's true.
that is the
true.
thing. I would say a lot of people do know this feeling, but it would happen like every 6 months or so. This feeling of like, oh well, I get my contract redone, etc. But YouTubers go through it like every week, every month of the like pay cycle, where you're just
I mean,
like,
I also
am I
don't-
still relevant?
I also don't think someone having the peace of mind from having like a severance package available to them. I don't think that would change whether or not they'd be stressed about losing their job. If their job was on the line for something, they wouldn't be like, oh, but it's fine. I've got a severance package. They'd still feel the same.
Yeah, like in my case, as the 9-to-5 person here. When I used to work a 9-to-5, and like I worked as a manager, I had a peace of mind of the fact that I had insurance, and like if I ever lost my job due to something, I had a payout coming out.
I think the thing
So
is,
when I did lose my job due to COVID, I was like, okay, it's fine, I'm chilling.
I think the thing is too, when you lose a job in a normal 9-to-5, you go, I'm just gonna go get another job. It'll take like 6 months or so, I'll get another job. But in YouTube, once your career is dead, it's dead. You can't just go, let me go get another YouTube job. Like, it's most likely you won't bounce back.
Yeah.
Somewhat, but I think there's definitely careers in YouTube, like just being an editor, being just...
Well, that's
there's plenty
if
of
you're
things
good
that-
enough to be an editor, because a lot of YouTubers that edit their own stuff, they don't really have what it takes to be an editor, or
I mean, I think
anything like that.
not most YouTubers, I shouldn't speak for everyone, but there's plenty of YouTubers who started by editing their own stuff to get to a point where they could hire editors. So I think most YouTubers, I would think, can edit to some
it's just
extent.
not to the same standard as people who pay for editors.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
the
It wouldn't
standard
be
is
much
high.
like
Also, the
also-
time around, because something that's the thing a lot of people don't think about is like the with freelance is how many jobs you have to take on to pay the bills, because like I've done freelance art and freelance work in the past, and realistically you gotta be quick too. It's not even just being like good, it's you gotta be quick. Like, and that's the hardest
also,
part.
like having people who will hire you.
Oh,
If
that's
you
it.
like out of nowhere lose your YouTube channel, you need to find people who will actually hire you as an editor. And like a lot of
Yeah.
people
Oh my God,
in that
Tatsi, this
space
isn't
already
about
have
you.
their editor.
I was like, I thought Tatsi was fighting ghosts in the chat because he's like, I'm still listening, fuckwit. I'm like, who the fuck is he fighting with? And I realized he thought I was talking about him. Not everything's about you. God.
Although speaking of editors, like by example of like editors that like skip on their deadlines and stuff. Del, it's almost been a year. Crazy, right?
I'm running your podcast channel that you don't do anything for. When will you let me go for this $40 debt, okay? When
is
will
a
you
paid for
set me
editor.
free? I used to do some
Never.
shorts for Luca before I did other stuff, and
Oh
I
my
had
God.
a month of shorts.
Shake my
And
head.
I owe
Getting
them
paid
40
and not doing the
I
work.
owe them 40
And,
bucks.
like-
Yeah.
And like basically she did like I believe it was like one short a week or something like that.
Yeah. We did it for like
Hundred.
2 months, and then I went on vacation, and then I died. So
Yeah, like I paid her and she vanished, and it's like
Bye.
crazy, literally scammed.
And I've been suffering
literally
ever since.
scammed.
But the thing is, I could just pay Luca back. But the thing is, I feel like Luca just like likes to use it, so they get to bully me into doing stuff for them. It's like, you know, you didn't do...
I like from a realistic perspective, it's $50. I couldn't give it less of a fuck.
To be fair, I should get to just a commissioned art done for Luca, and it's like, here's your $50, slut.
I just see it as donating to charity, because let's be
Donating
honest,
to
that was charity.
Fuck off.
True.
That's the thing. I should actually work out that about, because I was like, yeah, I'll do it at some point, and we'll work on a project or something, and then I've got overwhelmed. I was like, that's not happening. I probably should just find out a way to actually just either give the money back or do something Luca wants.
I just find it funny to bully her for it, but realistically, I'm like, take your time. I couldn't give less of a fuck.
Oh my God. But yeah, so this is how I ended up as Luca's indentured servant. So that's actually the story here. But hey, I think there's some good points. Luca, do you have your favorite thing about content creating and your least favorite, specifically YouTube? Like your...
So I would say that my favorite thing about content creation as a job is that I'm able to manage my own schedule. Like, I'm able to like decide when I work, when I have like, by example, I'm able to do this podcast with Del because I'm able to just arrange my time of how I want to do things, when I want to do things, etc. And well, in contrast to Loom and Chaotic, I have like, technically content creation is not my main source of income. My main source of income is voice acting. So for me, my content creation work mainly comes from Patreon, because my YouTube one day decided to take away monetization. They removed my partnership and didn't even tell me a reason why. They just told me, yeah, you don't have it and we won't give it back to you.
Hey Yuki King, thanks for the
But-
follow.
They didn't even tell me why. They just removed it.
Yep.
And to this day, I
Ugh.
still don't have it back.
Yeah.
And that's why I'll never
I
feel
mean-
secure again because of Lucas' experience.
Yeah. I mean, I get that, but also, when it is more, I don't know. It's harder to say that it's not as surprising when it comes to like when your content. I do.
The thing is
know
this, there's
you
a lot of
make,
people that do content
but-
like mine. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
special.
That's the thing. There is some crazy shit in the ASMR stuff.
Like,
Like,
you
that's
you have to
monetized.
recognize that there's a lot of channels that do ASMR content, and I just got removed, and I was not given a reason for it.
Yeah, not sure why
They
Luke
literally-
would, why Luke would be
Like, when I-
demonetized, but Doctor Disrespect isn't.
Yeah.
Like, when I looked into it, they just told me, nope, we can't tell you. They literally left me with no responses. Even though I was like
Alright.
talking with their support, like I was talking with the direct person, and they just ghosted me eventually.
I don't get it. Yeah.
Yeah, they seem to be
Like,
cracking
because,
down
like-
on ASMR for some
Like,
reason.
I
Really
don't think I
hard.
can find the email because it's been a long time. But they said, "Oh yeah, your channel is perfectly eligible for monetization. Are you gonna give it back to me?" No. Huh? So you're saying that there's no issues? Like my content doesn't break terms of service, and that is perfectly fine for monetization. Yes. Are you giving me back with monetization? No. Like
Well, this is why I didn't get into anything that was too racy.
I don't even know if it's it being that way. I don't legitimately
Yeah,
don't know what it is.
that is, yeah. I mean, I can't say
Mm.
that it is that exactly. I just wouldn't be shocked if it's related to that, but that's just me.
Well, that
knows?
is the
The
thing.
thing
Is
is,
like it's just YouTube.
we will
isn't
never know.
consistent, with it because there's like worse
Mhm.
channels with crazy shit. Like what was one of the ASMRs, and they're monetized and everything, and it was literally like role playing your hot wife getting railed by blah blah blah, and she's literally like just going like she's getting fucked, and that's monetized.
Yeah, like
And it's
I'm
what?
I'm not gonna say names because I'm not gonna cause drama and shit. But like I have a friend who does ASMR content, and she does significantly lewder stuff than I. Like hers. Do any of you know what joy means?
Yeah.
She
Yep.
does that.
What?
She's fully
On
monetized,
YouTube?
no
On
issues.
YouTube?
What
Yep.
is it? What was it? What was the word?
Joy jerk off
Jerk off
instructions.
instructions.
Oh yeah. You've told
I
me
believe,
what that
yeah,
means.
I believe I even showed you about it.
Yeah,
And like her
People need to
her
be
videos get tons
instructed.
of views,
What the fuck?
and she like no issues whatsoever.
That's wild to me.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
and,
thing.
like-
If
and, like-
ASMR stuff
And
is
like
crazy.
she'll say the words just outright, and she's like,
What was the channel I saw where it's just like, oh, the ASMR is like fucking my armpit, but she uses a cucumber to make the sounds, and it's just like her simulating a guy fucking her armpit. Yeah, she's a VTuber, of course. Her top video was I bust a massive fart on stream, and it had like 600k or something.
Damn.
Range.
Yeah.
Guess I'm in the wrong industry.
yeah, like
Yeah,
YouTube is
probs.
just very inconsistent. Like it really feels that depends on who you're talking with at YouTube and who is the one that reviews your channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But realistically, we will never know because that's the main issue that I have with YouTube. You will never get clear communication.
Yeah. You get some weird ones.
You either yell at them on through like Twitter or you're not getting anything from them.
The thing is, even then, they will sometimes still ignore big people. Like with the sniper world situation,
Yeah.
like
Hmm.
they will still
Sniper.
ignore when
They
like a big
ignored
creator
Pearl,
gets affected by
too.
something.
Who was that controversial person? She got demonetized for misleading information. She actually got what hers was about though, because she was like she kept trying to say women were intellectually inferior to men or some shit and all this stuff, and she got demonetized for it. So,
Hmm.
Range.
but Shy Lily's clips got deleted too because some stuff.
Yeah, I
saw
saw
that.
I saw that, but also I guess somebody else was managing it, and I don't understand how that could be like considered impersonation if
Yeah, it's just a fan one, and just Shy Lily allows it because they're like, I like their
Oh.
clips. It helps me. Why not? Can't he do it? Yeah, she doesn't own it.
yeah, I
He
thought it
owns
was
but-
like an official like she
I don't-
like
I-
employed the person to
It's
do it or
it's
whatever.
technically official because she encourages it and supports it.
Yeah, which a lot of streamers do because clips just help them. And if they're not going to do it, someone
Right.
else may as well do it kind of thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Love spreading misinformation. It's my favorite thing to do. But yeah. Yeah. I would say like my favorite thing with content creating is with YouTube specifically is probably that I can do it while being disabled and broken. But I just like to talk about stuff and I get
love
more
you,
confident.
even if you're broken, Del.
Thanks. Something I wish one of my parents would have
don't.
said. What the fuck,
I'm
Loom?
your mother, Del.
Can't believe this.
I just hate disabled people. It's okay, you know.
Ooh!
Whoa.
Whoa!
Who do you think you are, Trump? Fuck.
Oh no, not Trump politics. Oh no.
No, it's
The
just
chat
he
could
apparently
explode.
said all disabled people should die or something. What was a quote from him? So
Intriguing.
yeah.
That does sound like he would have said.
Yeah. Which is
No
crazy.
clue, not American.
Yeah, no, I just saw people going around with it that he did like a meet and greet, and there was a disabled guy in a wheelchair, and he said to him, "It's like, well, all disabled people are a drain on society or some shit."
Wasn't he on Aiden Ross's stream today or something?
Yeah, he's been doing some weird stuff.
God, that's
Wait,
insane.
I love.
You mean
natural
Trump was on Aiden Ross's stream, huh?
Huh?
Is that what?
Wasn't he?
Yeah. And to
think
be
it was
fair,
on
a
that
lot
show.
of people
That's-
believe in natural
That's gotta be
selection
worth
when it
a
comes
watch
to the
just
disableds.
for dumb stuff.
He was on there. XQC was on there as well. I don't know what that was.
Aiden
I don't know.
Ross
I just
interviews
laughed my
Trump,
butt off when I
gives
saw
him a
like
Cybertruck and a Rolex.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, I love the cuck jokes where people's like, nothing's more of a beta move than giving a billionaire a fucking $200,000 car or something. Thanks,
Right.
Jojo, for the follow. I was like, yeah, it's kind of like a dumb move. Like, who does that? To keep out all the wheelchair people. What?
Which is why I had to give Del $50 because look at her, she can't even afford a change of clothes.
That's true. When are you getting a second police outfit?
A second one day.
Are you wearing the same shirt that you wore like the last 3 weeks?
It's still good, bro.
Come on.
It's still good. It has another wear in it.
No, I don't know. Like that rancid smell
Okay,
that I'm left.
why was I saying
This
what
man-
I
that
enjoy?
smells just
Oh my
ew.
fucking! I was saying what I enjoyed about content creating. I mentioned being disabled briefly to say why I'm grateful this job fits into it, and you guys just start roasting me for being disabled.
Hold out. Do you not like cooked rabbit?
Ah! Oh my god, I've never had rabbit before, so no, I don't.
Damn, crazy chat. Have you heard of Del's Throne? Let's just get our surprise gift out
If you
there
write all
of
a
like
rabbit on
roast.
throne?
If you got a rabbit, I'm gonna rabbit
I have
stew.
Cooked rabbit.
lasagna
But
on
yes.
my throne.
Oh my god.
Lasagna. Damn.
Yeah.
That's
I,
got some good
Luca is
stuff.
Garfield confirmed.
I like the it fit into the freelance and it connected with other like media works I did because I already did like visual arts and like media, so it gave me a way to like kind of utilize some of the things I like to do it too. So I really like that about it. YouTube it puts in my least favorite part of it, like the editing stuff, because that was my least favorite media thing to do in school. Funny enough, was editing videos.
You got Code
sense.
Zero on your throne.
Yes, I have an
You're
addiction.
addicted.
Yeah, I am. But I would have to say, okay, it depends on the channel. But next to like it being irregular, the payments on YouTube, I do like that it's better than Twitch because nothing's more irregular than streaming money. But
Oh, 100%. Holy shit.
But okay, it depends. But okay, on my commentary channel, the least favorite thing is that some people will like see the thumbnail and think that's exactly what the video is about, and literally
Oh, I
get
hate
1,000
that.
fucking comments going blah 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 blah. It's like it's literally answered in the last in the
Wow,
the
Del
first
hates
2
the
minutes.
community. Crazy.
Shut up! In the
Del
first
hates
2
the
minutes.
community.
No,
No,
it's
Del.
not
I've
like
answered things in the first 10 seconds and they still like...
Yep,
it's
and it's like, oh my god. On the React channel, my busy thing I don't like is because, okay, funny, when I changed from having bigger titties to my flat officer outfit, people started taking me way more serious too, but I still get people literally talk to me like in the comments like I'm so stupid, or explain back to me something I already explained in the video, like on the React channel.
Well, you're a man. Of course you're stupid.
Shut up, you. But they're literally like, some dude like went on a rant about how I didn't know what engineers were. It's like, do you know engineers make roads and electricity? I'm like, no, I actually inbred, like, and stupid. Like, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, of course engineers make electricity, dude. Like, just because I said I didn't realize there was like 60 different kinds doesn't mean I'm clinically stupid. Like,
That does remind me. I've told Del and showed this multiple times that like I will have some people like I will make an NTR ASMR about me cheating on the listener, and I'll have people click on the video and comment mad about it being NTR, and it's like it literally says NTR on the title and on the thumbnail.
Yeah, at least you put it on there. There was
Like-
somebody recently that got some flack for something being NTR for like NTRing chat, and it didn't go well. I don't remember who it was, but
Fun fact, and chat is actively getting NTR'd right now because like right now, while you may not see my hands, let me say that my hands are busy with the person next to me.
Loom,
Intriguing.
switch seats? Switch seats?
Sure.
Oh, nice. Okay, let me move 1 sec. Meow. Okay, let me move Loom. God, now, for this. Luca! Go away! Go away! I'm trying to find Loom!
What?
Go away!
What? I thought they weren't actually next to each other. What's going on?
No, I'm not
It's getting
sure
kinda crowded
where
in here,
Loom
guys.
is. Oh my god, Luca! Fucking, stop breathing on me. That you're on Loom shop. That's Loom spot now. Move, Luca. Move, Luca. I think Luca likes it. Oh my god, Luca! Stop taking up multiple seats. Move. Go away.
It's getting busy. I'm being swung around.
Sorry,
so
my
much.
my ass is always too big to occupy multiple seats.
I don't care about your fat ass. Move.
Oh, Del.
Me
you
and
do
Lou
care.
switched. Respect our choices.
It's been derailed.
Yeah.
Loom, want to switch with me over there in the corner?
Sure.
There you go.
Fucking
Now that's
hell, Loom.
confirmed. Now Loom's on the other corner.
Now it looks like she's like bad touching me from fucking behind. Fantastic.
Okay, I moved a little bit. There you go. No, I'm no longer touching your ass. Now I'm touching your thigh.
Thanks, Loom. Now I'm being molested. Are you fucking happy?
Don't act like you don't like it.
I really don't. No means no. No means no.
Acting as if men have any rights. Crazy.
But yeah, that is like how I would describe it. When someone sees something in the title, it's like, I can't believe you do this, even though it's like put there or stuff like that. Like I literally label myself a yapper that doesn't shut up and rants too much, and people's like, you talk too much in the React, and I'm like,
Yeah, one of the comments I've gotten a ton recently with the storytime comments that I've been doing. A lot of people click the video and they complain that I didn't tell them like how the story ended in the first 30 seconds.
TikTok has
want me to,
ruined
I'm just like,
people.
why would you click a story video and want me to tell you in the first 30 seconds? Like, what?
Well, Loom, you gotta
Basically,
say,
people have commented
hi,
that.
I went to this place and this happened. Boom, all 30 seconds, and then just like, how long are your videos normally?
8 minutes.
Then the other 7 minutes, you're just there, staring at the camera, like.
Yeah.
Like, bro, if they want to know how it ends, just click the end of the video.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not hard.
And that's
Oh,
the thing.
God.
Next to 8 minutes is pretty good for explaining some of these things, but also like YouTube pushes everyone to have longer videos because you just
I mean, that's why they're 8 minutes.
Yeah.
The ad stuff.
Yeah,
brain.
that's-
I have
that's
had
the
to be
minimum for mid-roll,
15
mid-roll,
seconds
so.
alone.
Not me watching a fucking 5-hour second Cody video the other day.
Hey, chaotic.
You watched that too, huh?
Oh my
Yep.
god.
I
Hey,
was waiting for
Iruma.
part 2 to come out.
I'll make going chaotic on his balls a bit bigger too while I'm here.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Doing-
Don't worry about it. Like, have you ever watched that like a clip of South Park where they like get
Iruma.
cancer and they just bounce on their balls? Don't worry about it.
Oh my
Oh
god.
Christ!
But
I
yeah.
don't. I got reminded of that like 2 weeks ago, and I got reminded again, and I don't want to remember it.
Oh,
Too bad.
Question though, because I try not to reply to a lot of antagonistic comments. Like, what is your thoughts on like replying like in comments?
I
and
can't
stuff
help
like...
it.
You can't help it.
Sometimes I have to.
Yeah, same for me.
There are some comments that are just too fucking stupid that I have to respond to it. I can't help it.
I will agree. I had one person, it happened today. They basically, one person commented on a video saying how much they loved it and shit like that, and some dumb fuck came in to like insult them. And I was like, hard for you to speak when you literally clicked on this video and are looking at the comments. So, sounds like someone is a little shy little bitch and cannot be honest about the fact that they like getting fucking pegged. Because god damn it.
I mean, I'm willing to try something at least once.
I just find it annoying that someone like will go out of their way to like shame others when it's like you clicked on the fucking video. Don't act like you're not into it.
Yeah, degen algorithm came in. Hey, Susie, please take some
Because like it got recommended to them and they clicked on it. So like, you ain't fucking tricking me, you dumb fuck.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's really funny too. It's like stuff like that. I try my best. I like to respond to a couple per video, but if I know I would read, I just don't reply most of the time because it's like talking yourself down from a ledge. Like, no, don't do it. You're just gonna make yourself look like a jackass.
Yeah,
so
rule number one for content creators: don't read the comment section. Just give hearts to random stuff.
I read the shit out of my comment section.
Yeah, I read mine a lot too.
Yeah, I try and read some of them, especially on my main channel, mainly because, replying to stuff. Next, I've seen the people get cancelled for liking the, random shit. So I was just like, I ain't putting my heart on anything that's not Delhi approved, if possible. Because next thing is like, Del liked that you should read this Nazi book, and this guy says you'll love it, and you hearted it, and I'm like, uh-oh.
Well, I mean, you could half read it, but then you're just you don't take anything to heart.
Yeah, I don't take shit to heart. Most people say most of the time. It's just so funny. Some of the things. So that's the thing. I try to take most of it with humor. Even the ones that are talking to me like I'm stupid, or even repeating the thing I already said in the video back at me. I would say it's a mansplain, but people then will say I'm sexist. But it's like that, but with anyone. I assume with Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, you get a lot of people explaining the concept you just explained to them back at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people complaining about things that I literally mentioned in the video, specifically to stop that complaint, and they just do it anyway. It's the most annoying shit. A lot of people say things like the pay to win comment is the most
distracting.
Huh? Oh.
Your tits are too distracting. They are just staring at them straight the entire video. So all the stuff that you say literally just comes on deaf ears.
I mean, they're technically Dells,
you
so
can't help them.
I'm sorry, Tatsi. You can't say that, bro. That's most of where all the views came from. I think there's some very reasonable people on the React thing, most of the time. I would say 80% of them. But I would say when you react, you get so many people's different fandoms, and they're so different. It's
yeah,
you get such a mixed bag of people. Fucking hell, Tatsi. Pardon me. Sorry.
How old is Tatsi again?
She's 19.
Oh,
okay.
Zuma.
I think something around.
So yeah, literal typical 19-year-old. Got it.
Sorry, I got you the gun fandom on you. Yeah, that
you're
the reason it's all Americans now.
For a second, I was like, Tatsi seems like a minor, and it's like, okay, he's kind of close to it because he's got that child mentality. Got it.
Oh my god. But but that's the thing. The thing is, oh god. I would say with the commentary channel, when I actually do a serious topic, the mother truckers that come in there and they're a pedophile, follow. They're like, oh my god, they're they literally ruin tons of people's lives. Well, I'm actually on their side, and it's like, dude, do you actually listen to any of these videos? Why are you
It is wild how much support Dr. Disrespect has been
oh my god, I almost lost faith in humanity because that is a great example of that, where there'll be all this information and all this stuff against someone, and people are just like, well, he's still based. He's still
Dude,
based.
but he's his the tweet he did recently, we did the fucking chessboard thing. One of the
Oh
responses
my
was
God.
someone saying, "Oh, you go, King. I can't wait for you to tell your side of the story." We're like, huh?
He told
He
us
literally
that.
tweeted his side of the story. What do you mean?
And he incriminated
The
himself.
He literally
funny thing
incriminated
is
himself.
like-
that.
the very funny thing is like someone quote tweeted it with like, "Damn, Doctor Respect is shown playing chess, while the viewer is seen playing checkers. But from the perspective of him, checkers is a game played by kids, meaning he's playing with a kid."
It was
The
the camera
Photoshop
is
of
super
the
low
kid.
down. It
Yeah.
looks like they're fucking.
Some of
It
those
looks like a
things are
child's
hilarious.
playing.
Did you see the one where a toddler was like photoshopped in on the other
Yes,
side?
yeah, I
of
saw that too. Yeah.
Oh my god, oh my god. That actually brings me into a good point, like actually, after, see, that was the last person there. What do you guys think of the parasocial elements to like content creation and YouTubing? Because there's a lot of
I
Oh
hate
boy,
that
I'm gonna have a take for this one.
We'll go with
Yeah,
chaotic
I
first.
absolutely,
Yeah.
I absolutely hate the fact that it's so, like, important almost to like making sure you keep people around and have like a loyal following. Because it does feel like that with YouTube. Once people are there for you and not for the subject of your content, you've basically have it made. And that is a curse when it comes to the whole parasocial thing, because that screws up a lot of people. Notably myself, when I was only a viewer, like I had parasocial relationships with like some streamers in high school, some streamers in middle school, stuff like that, where I was just not I was not at a state of mental development that I could understand something like that. And I don't think kids or I mean, when I say kids, I mean teenagers, like kids 13 to 18, heck, even up to 25, because of the, brain not developing fully until then. That
Yeah,
is just
Topsy.
an absolute, yeah, it's just absolutely cursed to see people uh, form these things that are not real, and they just don't have any ability to eventually like form an actual relationship because of it. So I dislike it immensely. I do wish that it was mostly about the content and not about the person. But if it wasn't like, I mean, I can't even really put it together entirely. All I
Yeah.
know is just that it's it's like a two-way street. You have to make sure that it's not that parasocial. You have to make sure that there is a fine boundary there, but you also need to still use that facet of content creation to make sure people stay around, and it sucks.
Yeah, I agree with that. It is like a balancing act.
Yeah.
And different creators like tolerance for it is very different, and you have to kind of like toe the line, because even if you're like against a lot of the parasocial stuff, a lot of things in content creation encourages you to do it, so you have to like kind of reel it in all the time.
Yep.
Like no, bro, you're going too far, like. But I'll say my opinion last on more of this. But Loom or Luca, do you want to go next on your thoughts on parasocial stuff?
I'm gonna go on a rant and a half. So room.
Roomba?
Sorry,
I don't know.
my brain has been corrupted. I think of L as R.
I think Dell have parasocial
Japanese?
relationship with her
the
chat. She's
Japanese
freaking
thing?
out. didn't show
I
up
studied
2 days.
Japanese for 2 years, and that basically got engraved into my head.
Well, parasocial stuff.
Have you actually
I don't know,
had
it's
any
fairly-
parasocial experiences?
Yeah, I mean, it's not the same as what you would probably get. We get people who are trying to do like romance stuff with you or something. I haven't had that yet, but I've had plenty of people that are like get way too like friendly with you. They try to be like, especially using my actual name. That is like, no, don't call me Harry on stream. That's not no. Like
It's
that's
okay,
like people
you're a wizard,
IRL.
Loom.
So that's people like my friends IRL call me and stuff. It's kind of weird when it's just people that I don't know, especially when I don't know their
I'm not gonna
name.
lie,
It's
Loom.
kind of
Even if I
like-
met you IRL, I would still call you Loom.
I mean, I'd
Yeah.
expect you guys to, because
Well,
that's what you know
I
me by.
100% get that, because like even my friends call me by the nickname Dell. Like now, everyone does, because they're used to it. From not trying to dox me, because some people used to come on, and so the only people that call me by my real name is like my grandma and my granddad. So if one of my friends drop that name randomly, I'm like, who the fuck are you talking to?
My name is literally Luca, so like,
Dox
Like, I
yourself.
wouldn't mind if I wouldn't mind you two necessarily calling me Harry, just because of you guys. Like, I know your names, like you know my name. Like, I don't know, just I don't know viewers' names. I don't know anything about them. They start like trying to get super friendly. It gets real awkward. I don't know, especially in Discord. There's a lot of people in there that have been around for absolutely forever, and I talk to them quite often, just messing around, just with like people in my community. I often talk to them, and I don't really mind them being a bit more friendly because they've been there for ages. But yeah, it's mostly when I don't know. There's definitely a bit of a line that's kind of hard to see where it should be drawn.
Oh my
At
god.
how parasocial you should be.
Yeah. Okay, pause there. My name isn't Windle, okay? You heard it completely wrong, guys. So she didn't dox me. Oh my god. Who fucking is named Windle?
Ooh.
Yeah, chat. I know Dill's name, and it's not Wendell.
Yeah. God fucking damn it. Been
Her
beating
name
this
is
allegation
Autumn.
for ages. But Del Taco, exactly you. I'm not named fucking Windle. I can tell you now. Is too basic. Oh my god. But yeah. Luca, you want to go for your parasocial rant?
So I agree with Chaotic to a certain degree on like the fact that parasocial relationships are ingrained into content creation. And when it comes to what Loom said, yeah, I think you definitely got to have it managed. But I believe the level varies depending on what you're comfortable with. Because I don't think parasocial relationships are a bad thing as long as you're comfortable with the level of that relationship. Like, for example, I'm going to sound incredibly privileged for a while here, but like, I will sometimes be outside and I'll be hungry and I'll tell my chat
Oh,
I'm
whoa,
hungry, buy
flexing,
me
you can
food.
go outside. Oh, yeah, so
Yeah,
privileged.
sorry, Del. Unlike you, I'm not disabled. Anyway.
Ooh.
Damn.
But unlike the other two, I have a regular 9 to 5 job. But like, I will sometimes be at work and be like, "Chat, I'm hungry," and like they'll buy me food, and like, I'll be grateful and shit. But like, I'll always be clear about the fact that like, I don't intend on dating my chat. I have zero interest in dating my chat. And funny enough, I think the people who are the weirdest ones that interact with me are the people that don't know me. The people who are new to my community and don't know jack shit about me are the people who are the weirdest. The people who are active in my community are the most normal. Because with them, they already know what the bar is. They already know how they should behave and all that shit. But people who are coming in are the ones who don't know where that bar is, the ones who behave the most weirdly. I had this one person coming in the other day on my stream that started saying some wild shit. I was streaming on Twitch in that moment. And he started saying some weird ass fuck because they pound me through the hub website. And like, everyone just looking at them like, bro, what the fuck? Because like, most people that come in being like that because they found me through a looter website, they instantly calm down because they see, oh, that's not how it is things here. Okay. And they just immediately either calm down or leave.
Makes sense.
Because like, I think everyone in the content creator sphere is parasocial, but everyone has their own levels of comfort and like own level of what they think is okay for them. Because I think even between creators, we're parasocial to a certain degree. Like, to give Del and I as an example, Del and I are friends and we know each other very well, but like, there's still a ton of shit about each other we don't know and we'll probably never know.
Mm-hmm.
Because we don't know each other IRL. We don't hang out often. Like, often enough, I would say. Probably the better word.
Yeah.
So it's like, Del and I, to a certain degree, are kind of parasocial because, like, there's a lot of shit we don't know about each other. We'll probably never know. Like, I know Del's IRL name, and, like, it's like, oh, okay. But, like,
Yeah.
that doesn't really mean anything, realistically.
Yeah, it could all be a basket of lies.
Exactly. Like, Del could literally could just be milking me for clout.
Yeah, you have so much clout to milk.
I have
Of course,
clout to milk,
Del. Yeah.
probably.
Carrick's like, I have some clout, I think. It's in there somewhere.
I found it funny. I found it funny how someone in my server fanboyed about Chaotic, and I'm like, oh yeah, he is a YouTuber. The thought legitimately just like doesn't exist in my mind.
VTubers.
I thought that was hilarious because she was bringing up the blowjob tweet while the person's like fanboying, and I was just like, oh Lord.
Oh my god. My first book's checklist. Hey ho, yo yo yo. I would say like I feel like the thing is like to some extent being a YouTuber fan or a VTuber fan or any kind of fan is a little bit parasocial. And I was reading slaps about, does relating to someone make you parasocial? And no, because to be parasocial, I feel like you have to feel like you know them to some degree. You can relate to someone, and I think that's the healthy way to like view your content creators. But I think it's when you think you know them very well, but I think that in itself isn't dangerous. It's when you think it means you're owed something, or you get to do more than other people, or you take advantage of what the perceived relationship is when parasocial becomes, pardon me, dangerous. You know what I mean?
Agreed. And I even think if you know them IRL, you really don't. Like, for instance, Yu-Gi-Oh! With like the events and stuff, like I will hang out with a lot of creators at those events because they're around and we all enjoy that game, but I don't think I know people very well. Like I don't know Crush Cards or MBT. Like I might call them their first names because that like we're in person. I think that makes more sense to call somebody by their real name in person, but just because we like are at an event together or we're in an Airbnb together doesn't mean like anything. We're kind of just coworkers who are at this event together trying to save some money because that's just the deal of it. Because it costs money to go to events.
Yeah. That's the thing, that is the same thing. A lot of people don't like when I call content creators co-workers. It's like, it sounds too professional. It's like, yeah, but realistically, that's the only equivalent I can find, is that unless you know people a bit better, you hang out and get along very well. Because there are some people I know through content creating that I would say I'm more friends towards because we get along so well.
Like me.
Yeah, sure, why not? And then there's some
I'm gonna
people...
kill you.
And then there's like people where I'm like, oh, I've done like a
shoot.
couple collabs with them, but I don't really know them. Even some I may like, I just like, I don't see them enough, like to really say we're friends, like realistically.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, this is completely unrelated, but Chaotic, something that you said. So MBT's name is Mono Blutron, right? I just imagined someone calling him Mono, but Mono in Spanish means like chimp. It's like monkey. So just imagine that of someone like going up to him and calling him monkey.
Oh my god.
That, you know, that would be funny in a cosmic sense, but also very mean.
Not gonna lie, if I ever meet him in
mean to
person,
call
I might
someone a
call him.
monk? Say monkey?
I might call him Hi Mono, which means
Mono.
hi monkey.
Oh my god.
Is his name not Joseph?
That would be funny. His real name.
But his name in like his channel name is MBT Mono Blutron, and Mono in Spanish is monkey chimp.
Colleague demotion.
That's what it means, Mono Blutron.
But I did want to talk about the fact that a lot of content creators want the parasocial and abuse it, or / encourage other, because I've been encouraged by some content creators to make parasocial relationships.
Like, well, yeah, because that's the thing that's going to be the thing that milks the money out of them.
No.
That's the problem. It's the thing that milks the most money.
Yeah, that is the thing. Like, a lot of them say that's like the best way to push that, etc. and whatnot. And it's like, and they just, and I feel like even with big creators, like even YouTubers that like claim to have, you know, oh, if they don't do any kind of, I would say women get kicked the most for doing parasocial stuff, but like, because a lot of women do like more lewd stuff or whatever, and that gets the most hate. But I would say a lot of like big YouTubers, not even in that sphere, just use the parasocial relationship so their viewers will believe anything they say. That's why they want to utilize it. That,
and it's more of a how do I say? I think it's more of a almost a sociopathic tendency. I think I mean, to be a creator with a platform that solely revolves around them, you have to have a slight tendency towards being a bit of a sociopath.
I
I
am
can't.
God. I am perfection manifested.
Oh
I
my
am literally the
fucking God. See
incarnation of
what you've
perfection.
done.
I'm the perfect existence, and I'm literally the most perfect human being alive. Actually, calling me human is an insult to myself because let's be honest, I'm beyond human. I'm superhuman. I'm amazing.
See what I
Anyway,
have to
continue.
fucking put up with?
Like,
It's like,
yeah,
yeah, chaotic gets it. But
I get it.
I do agree with that. That's why I personally think it was so hard. Because I've been, like, slowly building into content creation for years. Like, I started in the art field, like, 5 years ago with content creation and stuff. Because I hate making stuff about myself, like, making content that involves mainly me. It's taken me years to get comfortable with it. Because with content creation, you have to do so much stuff revolving around yourself. I can imagine why it would draw in narcissists or something, at the very least.
Yeah.
Thanks to the follow shy bot. Because honestly, it took me years to get over hating the sound of my own voice. Like, it's like nails.
For me, it was just developing
wow.
the voice. Because, like, I never really hated the sound of my own voice. It just, I had to learn how to make it sound good for videos and for streaming and become more eloquent. Heck, I think that's the best thing I got out of, like, the few semesters of college I did was, like, a public speaking class.
Oh. Yeah, I started like a son of a bitch, so I never bothered. Because I knew I wasn't gonna be able to speak good.
Understandable. I mean, I can't really speak that well. I do stutter quite a bit. I have tried to cut out the ums, uhs, and other filler words that would just take up space and not make you sound intelligent. So,
Yeah. See, I
uh,
guess it's the upside. Like, I never, because don't do serious content that much, even in my commentary stuff. I do some, like, serious, like point of views, but in the end, they are commentary stories / or drama, whatever you want to say. I don't usually have to worry too much about sounding smart, which I think a lot of YouTuber guys, this is the downside for them. They have to seem incredibly competent in what they're doing. Like, or people don't respect them. Girls can be dumb cute, but guys are just...
Yeah, honestly,
but guys don't really get that.
like on topic of like how girls are perceived, etc. Honestly, like I'm not so familiar with the Warframe community, but like I found it very funny how like part of I guess my charm for playing Warframe is that I legitimately, well, I may be good at the game, maybe playing for a while. For a lot of stuff, I don't really think about what I'm doing or really know what I'm doing. I just exist and stumble ass backwards into shit. And like that for me works, but for a lot of guys, they have to like give that perception of knowledge and knowing.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I kind of understand why, but at the same time, I don't.
I think it's because guys, like, perceive a certain way for a man to be respected. Like, compared to... I was about to say, men never respect women.
All I have to do is this.
Well,
Respect
there's a
earned.
lot of ways, like, women respect women in different ways, like, and enjoy their content for different reasons. It's why female content is quite different on YouTube and stuff. But men can enjoy a woman for a lot of different reasons. Like, but even if it's just they're cute or they're silly or whatever.
A lot of reasons. Mm-hmm.
Stop zooming in on your titties. You're covering up, Loom. But like, I feel like they have
okay,
very
he enjoys
strict
it.
ways why they
And
pay
we're
attention.
demonetized.
Monetization was just a pipe dream, Loom.
We were
It was
talking about a
bad, man.
blowjob earlier, so like
Yeah. You
God
respect
damn
me? Mhm.
that should fail.
I believe you. She has a point. She has a point. Listen to the boobs. Listen to the boobs. But you know what I mean.
I'm
Like,
fine.
I feel like it's the same way that, like, a lot of guys have very strict views on how a man is masculine. And if you don't fit into that, they're like, that guy's a loser. Like, it's pretty harsh. I think.
Yeah.
There's
I mean, I
half
just play
sides.
Yu-Gi-Oh, so I don't really get any comments or anything like that.
A bit being masculine or not.
Yeah, I don't think anyone in the Yu-Gi-Oh community particularly thinks they're super masculine or something.
Thank God. Compared to other players, yeah, I feel like in some hyper-competitive things like COD and stuff, you get it a lot. There's a lot of
Oh, yeah.
they call
Oh,
dude bro gamers, you know, where they actually like go into the gym and they like say they fuck bitches and stuff.
I'm
Whatever
actually
the fuck they
curious.
say. Hey, trash
That's
game,
like
Loom.
the
basically.
complete opposite
Loom,
of me.
chaotic.
I in fact don't go into the gym, and I in fact don't fuck bitches.
Yeah, exactly.
Loom, chaotic. What type of man would you describe yourself as? Would you consider yourself an alpha, a beta, a sigma, or what type of man do you think you are?
I
That
don't
is
even
that is
really
so many
know the
different words, like-
definition of all of these.
Yeah,
besides
that's literally what I was
beta
about to
being,
say.
Like, I don't think I've ever paid attention to it. I would not. I mean, what
Okay,
is
then,
Why she
then,
just
I-
Sigma
then,
grind?
descri-
If
then,
if
descri-
the-
then
if this
describe to
can be
us what
considered
you
the
think are your
Sigma
best
grind set,
qualities
then
as a
yes.
man.
Sigma
This
grind.
is about YouTube. This is about YouTube, Lucas.
Forget
Stop
what
trying
that
to
Sigma grind said.
stop.
You,
Like,
YouTube is the
YouTube
Sigma
is a
grind
Sigma
set of
grind.
hardness.
It is
I'm
relevant
trying to
the
help you, okay?
conversation,
If you
though.
want to say what you are like as
no,
men, do
it-
it. I would help you.
It's relevant to the conversations that we're talking about how men are perceived, so I'm curious about how they perceive themselves.
Okay, fine. I tried to help them.
It is
They didn't
relevant.
want it, so they can answer.
Alright, chaotic, you go first.
Well, I mean, I genuinely don't know the definition of Sigma.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
describe yourself as a man. What do you think are your
Oh.
best features as a man?
What kind of
I
man are
am-
you?
Very punctual, very I'd like to say that I'm hardworking with the job that I have.
1 sec, there's a raid coming in. You're gonna get
yeah.
dragged out. Thanks, Nix, for the raid. Thank you. It's been a while. How you going, homie? Hey, Ashley, hey. Okay, now you can go chaotic. Sorry.
It sounds like you're asking chaotic to read out like a
Good.
Tinder bio or something.
Yeah. I am loyal and giving.
I like long walks on the
sexually.
beach.
Like I'm just imagining finger movements like shimmy.
But yeah,
Go
no,
for it.
I think I'm punctual. I'm pretty hardworking with the job that I have. I think I like to think that I'm a generous person. I give people shit a lot. Not like I give people shit in like, the mean way, but I like giving people things way too much, even if they feel bad about it. I've noticed that a lot, and I've tried to get better about it instead of making them feel weird about it. But I do think that I'm at least in general a pretty good, like, not like a manly man, but I think I'm in general a good, like, person in general. But I don't know if that really matters.
I would say, being a good person is generally the most important thing. If you, I think, but I think there's a everyone has such a definition difference of what makes a good person. I think it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. I like good old, if you can call this being a good person. I like good old
Highness.
internet nepotism, being able to help my friends and colleagues with ideas and getting better in their content, and just because I always had this as a dream job since I was like probably like 9-10 years old, of making content on the internet, even if YouTube wasn't even monetized by that point. For me, it was more of a like, if I can help somebody even slightly do the thing that I love doing, if they love doing it as much as I do, then I feel really good about myself, and I feel really I feel like I might have, impacted that person and in a positive way. So
I will say, if my younger version of me knew that I was a content creator, they'd be like, "What the fuck? Huh? How did we get there? What? Huh? Huh? What?" Because
My
I
younger
Honestly,
self
legitimately
same
never in
My
my
younger
life saw
self
myself
would
as a
have been
content
like-
creator.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, my younger self would have been like, "Fuck yeah, we did it."
Nah, see, I thought I was gonna be like a manga or a comic artist or something, or
I wanted to
something.
be a therapist.
Well, I
One
wanted to be
day
a
Dale can
teacher.
do her manhwa or a comic she's doing.
I'm not
Isn't-
Korean, bro.
isn't
We need an
GFP
Australian
just
turn.
therapy for depressed guys. I don't know.
When you continue the
What?
webtoon though.
True. I was actually drawing it again too, and then I realized, fuck, this is gonna be a lot of work. Life. I don't know. Okay, the thing is, apparently with a good person, intentions matter. So it really matters, did you do it because you were going to get in trouble, or did you do it because you cared about them and you wanted to do it? And that is like a big difference between being a good person, because some people do things because it's expected of them to do it, not because they want to, or etc. So I think intentions matter a lot.
To me, I just like doing shit for the fun of it and helping people, because if they want to do something as much as I do, like this, like, shit.
Yeah, like, intentions are very important.
Yeah. I personally think everyone can be just a tiny bit selfish, but I think, like, your second reaction is the most important. Like, even if you, like are a bit selfish at first, your reaction after that is the most important.
Like, in order to toot my own horn and bully Della a little bit, like, by example, when she scammed me, I know the intention behind it was not to scam me, which is why I'm not mad about it.
Like, when Luca pisses me off every day, I know Luca does it out of love. Even though it's taking years off my life, I know where it comes from, so...
Della, you're acting as if you were gonna live long anyway.
Okay, what the fuck?
Damn.
Okay. Is that a threat?
All the women in my family live till, like, they're 80.
Yeah, and you're a man. How is that relevant?
Oh my fucking god, here we go. See, this is the years. It's getting seeping away at me. But, okay. Oh my god. But, Loom, how would you describe yourself as a man, apparently?
How would I describe myself as a man? It's a very difficult question. I don't know, being asked to describe yourself, it's very difficult, because I don't like...
Yeah.
Saying like that, I don't like trying to refer to myself as a nice person, because I think that's probably a bad way to look at life, as like referring to yourself as being nice. Just, like,
Look, if you call yourself a nice guy, I will instantly raise an eyebrow, like, oh god.
Yeah, so I mean, you can't saying you're nice,
god.
saying you're kind, or saying you're like any of those kind of stuff. It's actions speak louder than words. It's kind of like I don't see the I don't want to. And I don't even think of myself in that way in any sense. Like, there's plenty of things that I do in life that I would say like was bad or wasn't exactly a like a.
Like, by example, one very bad thing you did, Loom, was not give me your tribute this month. Where is the money, huh? Chop chop, pull up the credit card.
Yeah, I think a lot of people don't care. See, because some people would say a good person would be able to care for anyone, even outside of their immediate circle. So, but I think most people mainly care about people in their immediate friend or family circle.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
and it's
true.
very hard thing to describe how.
Yeah.
In terms like if you're talking like in masculine terms, I'm not like I don't go to the gym or anything. None of that Giga Chad stuff.
Am I the only person who works out here?
I work out my excuses with my mouth.
I've got an exercise bike in my room. I occasionally use. Does that count?
I use the treadmill. About it. I haven't been doing my Pilates or anything.
Crying.
I'm humble is so funny. Oh, it's up there. I'm humble. I'm just a nice guy, and I'm just a straight shooter. Is like humble. My top 3 trigger words. I swear.
I'm such a humble person. Like, I'm like
themselves as a straight shooter.
People who just said something really cunty. Oh, assholey.
Oh, I mean, I'm
basically
blunt,
the type of people that say I always speak the truth even if it hurts.
Yeah. After they like,
I mean, I'd rather people do that to me because I have a hard time.
But it's the thing is, it's not the truth. It's not
normally,
the truth. That's the thing. It's just
normally
what they believe.
The people that say that are the people that say, "Oh, you're a fat fuck." I'm not offending you. I'm just telling the truth.
But
that's the people that say that.
Not in a mean way, but I mean.
No, but that's what we're saying. People that describe themselves that way are the people that do that.
I see.
Yeah. Like, that is the thing. It's most people who say they're a straight shooter and they just tell it how it is aren't telling you the truth. They're just saying mean things and saying it's the truth. Because not everything mean is truthful or even need to be said.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably better to have someone else describe you than to try to describe yourself, I think.
Like, I don't need to tell Del that she's gonna die alone.
Jesus.
Better than dying with you.
Sorry, Del, but unlike you, I live forever.
Oh my god, the delusion. But yeah, but I would say like yeah, God, now I don't know where we're going with this. God damn it, Luca, and your need to scale these men.
It was a pretty good question. We had had to think about it, you know.
Yeah.
A lot better than any of the questions Dale's come up with so far, honestly.
Because like
I'm gonna
Del,
fucking
like-
fly where you are and fucking squeeze your head between my knees, bro. Break your face.
Like Del,
Fuck.
like Del, I didn't describe myself
WrestleMania
that way.
2024.
But like, let's look at what
Oh,
the
no,
most popular
Hoimi.
YouTubers are. Like, most of our YouTubers are what? Fucking Mr. Beast. Like what else? Who's another big popular?
Oh, I just got a good question actually.
Mhm.
What is your worst experiences with another creator?
Probably getting banned from their Discord the day after I made a similar video to them. Because they thought that I was like taking money off their table because I was making a video that was inspired by them instead of it just being, a fun concept that I wanted to try myself.
I don't think I've had any bad experiences really like crazy. I don't really collab very often, so I don't really. I've had a couple of ones where people have
Alone.
Oh, that's fucked up. I've had a couple of experiences where people have done the try to be friendly with you to try to get get clout, I guess, or something, which I think is ridiculous considering I actually have zero. Let's be clear. You put my name in any title, no one's gonna know who the fuck I am. So like, I don't know. I've had plenty of people that have been like try to get friendly to specifically get on my channel for some reason or something. I don't know. But I haven't really had anything outside of that. No real grievances with anyone. No
The only
drama.
times I ever want to get on
Talk about
people's
something
channels
more-
is if
about
I
something
think
more
they
worthless.
they do cool shit, and I am like, "Ooh, I want to. I would love to do something like that, and I know my audience isn't into it. Let me see if they would be down to do something together."
I just found it strange because I don't have like any collab content on my channel at all outside of a couple of live streams. So it's like, why are they trying to get on my channel with content? I don't know.
Who knows?
Anyway.
As most people know, like it's very well known in VTubing. The main way to make your career is to collab your way
Network.
to the top. Yep, network.
Yeah.
So who you know, what?
Yeah, that's
not
why
what
I'm here.
you
I'm trying to
do.
steal Dale's clout.
It is definitely who you know, not what you know in in certain points, but I wouldn't say that it's everything. You do have to at least be good at the craft.
Not always with
Oh.
streaming. Streaming's a little different than YouTube, I think. You can really get away with people just liking you sometimes, but you need to at least know how to talk, I would say, is entry level.
I don't know.
And
Falls
also
in
I
love
think
with
that,
talks
like,
this
even with
stream.
some people, even if they don't make it huge, it will still be at least a good size, like partner level, even if they suck at everything, just from getting popular.
Who you know?
That like it's happened a lot that people just get overnight famous, get very big, then just dwindle because they don't have the skills to maintain that audience. But they're still a very good size, like beyond partner size, even though they don't have the skills for it.
Makes sense. Yeah, I definitely think that that's the curse of content creation too. Is just like sometimes you will blow up and you have no mechanism of which to take advantage of it because you it just happened randomly and you do not have the expertise to be able to keep riding off of that momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
What was your worst
I've seen it
experience,
happen
Dale?
so many times.
Luca should go first.
I'm Luca too, yeah.
My worst experience?
Don't
Well,
say me.
there was this girl called. God damn it!
The
I was
real
gonna say-
story. Let's just cut through this. Let's go to the
Cut the
real.
bullshit.
Cut the
I
bullshit.
was gonna be like, there was this girl called Arendelle that asked me out in the first time we met, but damn, she saw through me
I met you through
instantly.
Miwa anyway, and then we was like, yeah, we should have Luca on there. It's like, who?
Was this content creator you paid $20 to do some edits for you, then you never actually did the work? I don't know.
Fucking Christ.
No,
Do
but,
you want to
like,
join
I think
Luca
my
on my
worst-
ass, apparently, Loom? Fucking Christ.
like I think my worst experience as a creator, or with another creator, like, I think would definitely be, like, I'm not gonna say who they were, but, like, they got canceled over doing something very bad, and, like, they, even though I'd never mentioned anything, they just blocked me everywhere, even though I was never involved. And it's, like,
Huh?
fascinating.
Maybe they were just trying
Fascinating.
to distance themselves from
Fascinating.
everyone or something? Sounds weird.
No, because they didn't block a ton of people. They blocked very few, so I'm like, confused. But like realistically, with other content creators, I haven't had that many bad experiences.
I know that
And
story,
if
and I
it's
think
because
it's
of
because you
that,
know me. Is why you got blocked.
maybe. But the thing is, like, it's still a bit weird because, like, if it's because I'm friends with you, I'm friends with them too, or I was friends with them too, right?
Yeah, I think you weren't as privy to how petty they were being in that situation. Like they were like they kept on it for weeks and weeks, just whinging to people apparently about it.
Yeah,
So
no clue. Because like they never messaged me or anything. Like they
yeah,
just
that's the
blocked
only
me and
thing I
kicked me out
can
of
think
everywhere.
of is because yeah, that's the only like real thing I can think of why they would have, that you just knew me and some of the other people that they
Is
disliked.
it the same
No.
person I'm thinking of? Is it?
Might be.
You can, Del, can you put it in the Discord server? Just or the
No,
channel,
I'm
whatever.
lazy.
Message the name. Wow, crazy.
You can type.
I'll put it. I'll put it in a bit. I currently cannot type because I'm holding stuff with my both hands.
And I'm
Just
holding
DM me
my
later.
body away from the desk. Like I'm too far away.
Is it?
Crazy.
So I'm lazy.
But
Uh,
I'll type it in a bit then. But basically, like
I think I
aside from
I DM'd you.
aside from that, I don't think I've ever had another bad experience with another content creator. Because like I'm gonna sound super fucking bad when I say this, but like if someone gives me a bad feeling, I instantly cut contact. Like, so I think I've always been able to avoid people like that are trouble because I'm like, I don't know, or other people warn me about them. So I think
Yeah.
I've ever had that close. Like, I think the only other one is that this guy who was friends with turned out to be extremely homophobic and like
That's awkward.
against LGBT shit. But it's like, why are you friends with me then? Like, he supposedly hated gay people and anything like under the LGBT thing, and it's like, why were you friends with me? Like, huh? Huh? So like,
Association. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
But,
God, I
like-
wish I could make a terrible joke here, but we're on stream, so.
Lamau.
Yikes.
Yikes!
She-
Damn, Dell's true colors coming out.
She was probably gonna joke about how I'm like too Mexican for her, something like that.
Shut the fuck up.
Well,
See, that's the thing. This is why I don't DM Luca jokes anymore, because he'll like, I screenshotted that up and like bring it up every 2 weeks, and he's like, I could get Dell cancelled, and I'm like,
Add it to
fuck,
the tweet
Luca,
longer.
where's the trust? But okay, I'll do mine so we can answer some of the questions, because there's quite a few questions in here. But I would say like 2 stand out. One was from a bigger creator where they like asked people to harass me, because and then kept asking people to harass me for like weeks and weeks, and that was like really annoying, more than anything.
I could
But
imagine.
but I didn't really know them per se. I just like had an opinion based on some content creator things of what was allowed on Twitch, and they didn't really
Well,
like
that
that.
it's the same person.
Yeah, wild. But I would say they were a content creator, as in they were content creating for 2 years. But this is like actually back when in my first year of streaming, just after I left doing art streams back in the day, is still my worst experience, I would say, with a content creator. Because I've had the normal, they show up, they only want clout, or they don't talk through streams.
Like
some
me.
people collab and they just don't say anything the entire collab, and that's when I started getting pickier with collabs. Because I'll literally I'll be like saying tons of stuff to them and they just silence.
Yeah, I don't if you are predisposed to being much more quiet, you are probably not going to be a good content creator.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you are quiet but you have passions about projects, sure, you could like scripted content is going to be way better for that person.
Yeah.
If they're even into it at all. Maybe they like the idea of being able to like play games or do research on their favorite topics all day. Like that's the part they're enamored with. But
Yeah, it depends on
they're not
the
actually
brand
good
of
enough to
content.
execute it. So
Like, I would probably benefit off being less of a gremlin for ASMR content.
Yeah. But I think my worst experience is still because they tried to be my friend and stuff, and it was like actually the first collab-y thing I did with another creator when I was gaming and stuff. Like because the first person I collabed with when I came back was Mary into VTubing, but this was like back when I wasn't a VTuber and stuff, and I was a VR streamer and stuff.
He was
But-
still a femboy back then, right?
Shut
Twink.
up, you.
Whatever.
Let me tell my story. He like pretended we were friends and stuff like that, and he like told me some girl was sending him nudes and stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, cool, whatever. That's a bit weird to do on stream, bro. And then like after stream, he was like Discord messaging me like normally, and then he's like telling me how he's sad, and it would be great if he had some nudes to make him happy. And I was like, well, you ain't getting me from me, you weirdo. And he's just like, it's okay, I'm just kidding. Unless...
It's just a meme.
Yeah, it's just a meme. And then I was like, bro, like, seriously, I don't send nudes to people ever. And even if I was, I wouldn't send it to randoms. Like, I would wait for a boyfriend or something. And even then, they'd be lucky to get anything. And they're just like, it's okay, you don't have to. Unless... They did it like 3 times. Unless, and I just literally stopped talking to them after that. I was like, oh, gross, disgusting.
Yeah.
Did you say before they came to your stream a few times afterwards?
Yeah, they still come into my stream 5 years later or something.
God.
And I was like, I should probably just ban them, but I forget about them because I'll see them like once a year. And it's
still
like,
waiting for the nudes.
You're still waiting for the nudes. What was awkward?
So cool.
One time 2 years ago, they came in when I was telling this exact story. And I don't think they got it was about them.
I just want them to come in and just type unless in the chat.
Unless, oh
Unless.
my fucking god. Ugh, yeah. But that's the thing, I rarely actually talk to people privately, so it's one of the rare few cases I've been accosted for nudes. Or stuff like that. Because I've been flirted with and stuff like that, but that is why I don't talk to a lot of people, because I don't want to be put in that situation, but... I think also why
I don't need to ask her for nudes. She sends me them on her own.
Yeah, sure. Get out of your fantasy land. But the thing is, I usually, as soon as a guy flirts with me and I'm not interested, because I don't really like flirting. I don't like casual flirting. I don't like anything like that, unless there is like an exchange, mutual romantic interest already. Like, I'll just be like, I don't want to be flirted with, like, straight up. I'll just be, and I've had a couple male content creators, like, literally just ghost because I won't let them flirt with me.
Oh, I honestly forgot about this.
I forgot about that guy until, like, halfway through this, yeah.
I forgot about that, but yeah, I've had that a lot of, like, content creators that have, like, we started talking, and like, I think we're friends. They asked me out. I turned them down. Never speak to me again. Like, some have even blocked me, or just like, they just vanish completely the moment I reject them.
Can only survive if I...
Yeah, it would be kind of hard to, I don't have much experience with this. It wouldn't be kind of hard to talk to someone after you've been rejected by them. I think that'd be like super awkward, wouldn't it?
Not really.
I don't know. I have no experience with it, so...
I don't ask many people out, but I think it depends if you want to actually be friends with them. Because if I was interested in a friend... Because I have asked...
Fun fact, Del is the one that asked me out.
Okay, shush up, you. How many times do I tell Luca to shush up?
The amount of antagonizing
I've stayed with friends with people that have showed interest in me, and I've showed interest at a time to them. But like, it wasn't like a thing that actually became anything. Like, that was just like a, nah, like, this isn't, like, I don't think this is working out past friendship no matter what feelings are there kind of thing. And I've been able to be friends with a lot of them. But I think you have to have the want to be friends to begin with. If you go straight in wanting to just be romantic, you won't have anything left once you're rejected.
And also the maturity.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
Because not everyone has the maturity to just go past it. I'll be honest. To this day, I'm still friends with some people that have asked me out, and I rejected them. I'm still friends with them. I won't say their names because they're content creators, but
Del.
I'm
It's
still
not
friends
me.
with some of
It's
them.
not me, bro.
That I said
literally
yes. I said yes to Del.
mentioned liking one person before in my life. I get chased. I don't. No, I just. I rarely shoot a
Weird
shot
flex.
unless I'm pretty sure it's gonna come back, and that's why I've only dated like 3 people because I.
Is that why
never
you saw me?
100%.
Del, does that mean you saw me as easy? Fucking crying.
You are easy. You're the sluttiest
I'm
person I
fucking
know.
crying. I'm crying.
Okay, we got some questions from here. Let's moving on from Luca's emotional pain, because let's be honest, we don't care that much. Got a question from Tartsy here, guys.
Tartsy.
Tartsy. Okay, to
Young
keep it on
girl, great.
topic. Okay, I'm trying to move it. To keep it on topic, what are some good personality traits that will help with YouTube? I think some selfishness is important.
Some, yes. For sure. You need to be protective, to a protective extent, not to be overbearing and just commanding of people, but for sure, some selfishness. But I think that's a negative way of putting it. I think it's more protective than anything.
Yeah, having boundaries is not selfish.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I feel like, that's the thing. Some things in instigating boundaries could be seen as selfish, but I don't think being selfish is automatically the worst thing. There are levels of selfishness, in my opinion. I don't think being selfish in every light is you're Satan. It's kind of like some people won't just admit they're a dick. Sometimes it's okay just to be a little bit of a dick. So you know what I mean?
By example, all of Del's content belongs to me. I own her brand and I own everything, and I still let her do her own thing a little bit.
Good example.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What did you say?
Oh, sorry. I know you're a little bit special, so it's sometimes hard for you to understand. I was saying that I own you.
Sorry, I block out all lies, so I can't I can't hear.
Oh, I see. So you're faking your disability. Crazy thing to admit live on stream, Del. Crazy.
So you're saying my disability is fake because you say so ableist much, bitch? I'm going to Twitch to cancel you right now. I'm going to Twitter to cancel you right now, and I'm going to ride your cocks down a hill to cloud train, okay?
I thought you were about to say you're going to ride something else with the beginning of that
What
word.
the fuck, man? You just
Oh.
How would that end with me riding something?
She wants to ride my. She wants to ride my cock.
No one wants to
Leave it at
ride your
that.
tiny
Leave it at
little cocker, okay, Luca?
Hey, speak for yourself, Del. Come on.
Okay, Loom wants to ride your tiny little cocker, but not me! Not me!
Oh, you're literally riding it right now. What do you think is happening below the table?
You better not, or I'm gonna fucking call abuse here. I didn't consent. God, Luca, bad influence, man. Old man just said, don't chase them. Don't chase them. If you need to chase them, they aren't worth catching. Is that I remember that saying. But that's about it. Yeah, I do think you should mutually like each other. Chasing or forcing someone or convincing someone to be with you never works out. So I think it's quite healthy to admit, even if they're friends, that you may love them more than they love you, but it's fine to have unrequited feelings and just move on and find someone that has mutual feelings with you.
Yeah, even in friendships, I'm pretty sure that, for example, I've told Del that I love her as a friend, but I don't think she's ever said that to me, and that's fine by me.
Yeah, I usually just make gag sounds.
You're saying that. You're
shut
saying
up!
that.
Don't make it fucking learn. See,
Crazy.
I told Luca from the beginning of us being fucking friends that I'm emotionally stunted. I find it very hard until I know people a long time to express that kind of stuff. So, and I usually just say, "Of course I do, you fucking idiot," and that's it.
Mhm.
Kusha, 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 kusha,
Oh.
kusha.
You're precious.
What
I love
the-
you. I love you from the bottom of my heart, Del. Mhm.
You don't know the
See, chat, I
pain that's on
can
my
be
body
nice.
right now. I prefer it when
Oh,
she's mean
honey,
most of the time. I
honey,
know how to
I'm
handle
sorry. I'm sorry. I know I'm too big for you, but it's okay. It's okay.
it.
You'll
Said no one
I'm
fucking
going to
ever.
attack you both. Can we? Oh my lord.
Just, to see, I try to shut her down and just encourages her. Okay, someone else had a
I
question
get
here,
it's
but I've
your
been
gimmick,
searching.
but your gimmick is it's going too far.
What, her gimmick of like fucking me up, or our gimmick of fighting? Because it's not even a gimmick, we just literally fight.
It almost feels like a gimmick. Like it's not
A
a
lot of people
podcast.
actually
We're
think
used to
so.
being at each other's throats.
Yeah, because they like, oh, it's so funny how you like are at each other's throats, and it's so funny that like Luca Band is like this. It's such a good gimmick, and it's like, God, I wish it was fake because then I could turn it off. I could turn her off, but Luca is unturn-offable. Like
She is constantly turned on. Apparently, okay.
Oh
Exactly.
my
Luca,
god.
Luca just thinks they are hilarious, so they think this is hilarious. They just literally think they're that
she is
funny.
kind of funny.
Yes. And that's why they don't stop. Did anyone else have a question here, guys? I know a couple of people had some, and I couldn't find it. What aspect part of content creation takes the most time? That's a good one. Thank you.
Scripting, mostly because that's the most boring part, and that's the part that I always procrastinate on. But I think that's more due to ADHD than it is based on like not it being fun. I mean, I have fun with it because I think that's the most creative part. I mean, you can only play a game so creatively so many times.
Like,
so.
I personally, when it comes to scripts, I like working on scripts, but I don't like writing the bulk of a script. So for me, when I've had a writer who makes the bulk of a script and then I can just work from that base, for me, that's amazing.
Oh yeah, no, that sounds like it would
that
be
like that to me is ideal because if someone gives me a bulk of a script with all the stuff, I can just transform it, work on it, and make it my style, my voice, as well as add some more stuff onto it. And that to me is just like the perfect. Those are the moments where I enjoy scripting the most.
Makes sense.
I
Because
think our
fuck,
host
writing
is
the bulk of a
AFK.
script sometimes it's so infuriating.
Yeah, for me, it just feels like I'm doing a lot of filler I mean, especially when I'm playing the same game over and over again, because I can only describe the events that go on with slightly altered, like, challenge parameters so many times in a creative way that eventually it just becomes boring after a while. Like, I can literally copy and paste bits from a script from 6 months ago and people wouldn't notice. That's how much it gets to that point. So
Yeah, and Lim, I don't think you do any. You don't seem to do major scripting, or do you?
Recently, yeah, because I had to script all the storytime videos. Like I did a 1,500-word script yesterday.
Oh yeah, the story. Yeah, I haven't seen your storytime stuff, so that I didn't know. But aside from that,
there's plenty of
that's it.
Like it's kind of different because I spend a lot of time trying to make different decks work and stuff. Because Duel Links is a bit different to standard Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Master Duel, where when a deck is added to Master Duel, it's already had like the stuff behind it. So people already know what the best thing is.
yeah.
So the Duel Links, when something's added, that's kind of like needs to be discovered. So I have to do a lot of that sort of stuff, which takes a lot of
because
lot
like
of
Master
time.
Duel is just like add Maxi to the formula, boom, deck ready.
So it's a lot of the deck building type of stuff that takes a long time.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just from my experience of Duel Links, I can understand because like I was trying to, iterate on like when Tenyi was the best deck. I was trying to make Shadow work as best as possible because people were like they didn't know what the heck to play because it's only up to a 30-card deck and there's a bunch of different pieces that needed to be filled in for all attributes. All the fun stuff.
I leave you alone for a second, and it's Yu-Gi-Oh!
One day Dell will play Duel Links. One day.
Well, we're talking about like
Keep
the about
hoping,
scripting, and Loom does Yu-Gi-Oh content. Del, I don't know what you're expecting, but
I
That's
mean,
the
there's
thing, I have a
dark
question.
magician
How
on the
would you
street
hide your
talking to you,
identity
like,
if you had
come on.
an old account that showed your photos and stuff?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I don't know shit about this because I don't have anything like that.
I would
Never
say,
had.
Yeah, I was very lucky. I never used many things for personal stuff. I think the most I had was 2 outfit pics, like that I took. But I hate taking like posting things of myself online, so I was lucky. But I'd just say delete everything and make the username separate to anything you used when you use that account. Because there's stuff online from my university, not from on my face, but if you had my real name, you could find like university stuff, which is a pain. But I can't get rid of it because it's not through me. So but like with pictures and stuff like that.
Actually.
I would just say delete the accounts, honestly, if you're content creating. Once you get, like, past a certain stage, just to fucking delete everything.
Honestly, for me, the only thing that I had was my LinkedIn, and I
Mm.
deleted the shit out of that because it's like, at this point, I'm gonna go towards voice acting as my main career path, so I don't need my fucking LinkedIn for anything. So I nuked that shit.
Loom, you actually use your real face. How do you feel, like, about, like, the possibility of, like, people doxing you or finding you?
I mean, I'm be honest. If someone wanted to find me, they could probably. God, I don't think it's like a. It's kind of hard to hide yourself when
already
you've got your
found
face
you,
online.
Loom.
People know your first name. I had
I'm
someone.
outside your window.
I'll come in.
Open the fucking lock door, bitch.
Yeah, it's too cold out there. I don't want to get drafted.
Yeah, you're. How do you feel about people you know in real life finding it, though? Like, honestly.
People I know? I mean, no one I know. Okay, we live in Australia, okay? How many people do you know in Australia that play you?
That's true,
It's
yeah.
literally no one. They all play Magic.
That's the thing I do like about being Australian, is like, if an American doxes me, yeah, whatever the fuck ever. But like, having an Australian audience is such a slim chance to have people actually show up.
Also, I don't know many people. I don't interact with many people. It's not like
I still want my grandma to know. Fuck. She's like, oh, Axel.
all my cousins already know because my mum
Del,
told them.
imagine your grandma learns about the content you make with me.
I'm lucky it's not that weird, but they wouldn't like you. That's for sure.
So all my family knows about
my
what I do
folks
and
had
stuff.
to know about it because I still lived with my grandparents when I started this. Moved out of my parents. Long story. Don't want to talk about it. But they had to know because they had to know that I was making money because I was like out of high school at that point. So I don't think they understand the extent of it, to the point where sometimes I worry about like like I've gotten to the point where like it's impossible to get them to understand like just the extent of which they can probably be found if my name's out there, which it is. So
yeah. I think going back to the question that like if there was someone I did know who was IRL who I just there's no one IRL that I could know that I wouldn't like care if they knew what I did. Like I can't think of anyone in particular. Even if I knew someone, like, it's like I don't know what reason I would have to want to hide.
I'm just like, I don't have
video.
anyone in my life IRL.
True. It was bad,
Yeah.
man.
I think the thing is like explaining. And next to my cousins would never let me live it down. I have a bunch of cousins.
Tatsy.
Oh my god, what
In
did
my
Tatsy say?
case,
Balloon, what we Kendrick doing in 2018. What the fuck does that mean?
Making fun of the storytime videos.
Okay. Also, next question. If you had to change an important event in your content career, what event and what would you do
I
differently?
didn't even get to answer the question. Crazy.
Yeah,
They'll
you
just
don't
skipped
matter.
over me.
Bye, bitch.
well then let Luca go and then
Fine, go,
But-
Luca.
Like in my case, realistically, I just tell people that I do voice acting stuff. I never mention streaming or content or like the content creation aspect. Although
that's
I
not
do
your
tell
primary
my
source of income, that makes sense.
like my friends, like close friends, that like I do meddle and stuff that could be considered, sex work. So, well, they don't know the extent of it. Most people in my life kind of know at least the faint idea of it because of the fact that like I'm just open about it.
Makes sense.
So I don't know what people's reaction would be if they knew. or like the specifics, no clue. But I don't think it would be that much of a shock to them.
Interesting. So, do you guys have any big events that you wish you could change, or have had any big events?
Not really. I can think of like lots of micro things like, oh, I wish a bit earlier on I did a bit more Yu-Gi-Oh content. Maybe I started doing Duel Links content a little bit like more regularly earlier, or lessons that I've known from like later on down YouTube career, like I could tell my past self those lessons sort of thing, like just how to make things better or do something easier or whatever else. But I can't think of any like events that I'd be like, yeah, I want to change this because it's just not really. And I don't.
If you meet a girl called Arendelle, avoid her.
True.
God.
Never click on this dumb stream.
What the fuck? Now I know who to uninvite from the anime convention. Fucking Loom.
The hell? When we go to an anime convention?
Well, you said if Miwa was coming, because she keeps talking that she might come over, that you would go to an anime convention with us, bro.
I mean, yeah, sure. Depends on where it is, I guess.
Okay.
Well, Loom, you just got uninvited, so I don't think it
Oh,
matters.
yeah, sure. That's yeah,
you
sure.
just got
Okay. No, never
uninvited.
mind.
What the fuck? Now you're re-inviting yourself? But I don't actually have one. I've just been a constant grinder, honestly. Like, you get little spikes here and there, but I've never had, like, an event that really has popped me off in any major way.
Would you regret doing a certain Omegle video, though?
Fuck off.
Like,
No, I don't regret that.
I
That was fun. That was funny.
think
That was
for
definitely your best
me,
piece of content you've ever done, so.
Oh my god.
I think for me, the only decisions are realistically related to some money stuff that I've done.
Oh yeah, you make terrible financial decisions.
Like, bro, I suck at commissioning people realistically.
Hmm.
Like, if I could do anything, I would go to my pastels and be like, okay, the only people you should commission are these. Everyone else, fuck them.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I feel that.
yeah. I do.
I mean, I've never had a problem with any commissioning of stuff for my channel. So, but
I'm just gonna send you a message, chaotic, just to give you an
I
idea.
would say if we're talking about regrets, I kind of wish I wasn't so self-conscious for so long, because I realistically that held me back a lot, and trying to please viewers, like by upstanding their version of what is a good content creator, because I didn't know what was like acceptable in content creating. Because I was never actually like, I watch YouTube videos, but I've never had like a YouTuber where I'm like, oh, I watch them, they're great, I'm a fan or something. So I had no idea like the other stuff to it.
You've never been a fan
Makes
of
sense.
Wait, you've never been a fan of a YouTuber, huh?
Not really, no. Like
Oh.
like I used
She's
to watch
only a
some
fan of me.
Smoss and the Bucks back in the day, but I wasn't like a fan.
Tabascus.
Yeah, before he was cancelled. But like, but
I don't think he was. I think
I thought that was
Tabascus
I
innocent,
thought he
wasn't he?
died.
huh?
I thought he died. Not
I
that
don't think he
was
died.
No, he didn't die. I think he
He
died.
got cancelled.
I'm pretty sure he was.
someone.
I'm pretty sure he was proven innocent on that.
I don't think that's true because like 7 girls came out about the date raping things.
Oh,
Like,
maybe.
he had a lot of he had a fuck ton of
okay.
accusations of like like
I'm gonna powder my
spiking
nose. I'll
people's
be right back.
drinks. And like a
Is
lot
he
of
still upload? I wonder.
he does now, and a lot of the like other like even Philip DeFranco came out about his experiences with him, how he'd show up drunk and try and grope women and try and like kiss them, and he would like just be high as a kite. And
Oh my
people
God,
would
he's
call him
still
problem being
uploads.
high, but like that going that far, yeah, that would be a problem.
Yeah, because like he was like at the very least like he was like would try and touch like women and their butts and try and kiss them and stuff like that. So even if that like
Okay.
yeah, even if like a lot of people came out at the time, because I remember like I was like I watched his quite a bit, and then it was like in like it wasn't long after he got cancelled, and I was like, man, this really taught me a lesson rather quickly to not get invested into creators. Because it was like, even though I didn't watch him, I wasn't a huge fan or anything, it was kind of disappointing. Because I liked watching his stuff. Like, and I like watching a lot of other people's stuff. But, like, even PewDiePie, like, I've watched his stuff on and off for years. I'm not a PewDiePie fan. And I probably only watched, like, like, I don't know, 30 videos of his over the years. Like,
I'm surprised there's like no one that you like call yourself a fan of. There's like I can name plenty of
oh
YouTubers that I'd say
no,
I'm a fan
no, I
of.
would say actually Team 4-Star. I loved Team 4-Star and Little Karibo when I was a kid. I would say I
Oh,
guess I
yeah.
was a fan of that, but I was a fan of the work, not really the creators, because I don't really
Yeah.
connect Little Karibo with the person. I just like what he made. Same with Team 4-Star. I wouldn't be able to tell you half the fucking voice actors of it. It was just fun. It was just funny. Oh, there was a couple cosplayers I liked as a kid, but they were a team. Oh, actually, there was a Twin Fools was a very popular cosplayer that I watched, and I loved their production stuff. But they were again a team, and I guess I saw some stuff. I think they were probably the closest I was fans of with some cosplay people. Like,
What about now though? Do you have do you fans of YouTubers now? Like,
nah, not really. Nah, I don't really have
oh,
anyone
okay.
like. I'd click on their videos and stuff, but there's no one I tune in to and like their uploads. Like if I see it suggested, I'll watch it. That's about it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I think it's just like I don't get super invested into.
I think I'm
Into
definitely
people.
the opposite. There's a lot of content creators that I'd watch religiously if I see them upload. Like Michael Reeves, if he uploads, there's no chance I'm not watching that.
Oh yeah, I've watched one of his videos before.
I like watching lots of the Act Man. I watch lots of I don't know, Fitz. I watch lots of him.
Yeah, I used to
I don't know.
watch some Aki Dearest, but again, not tons of hers.
I think the only people that I ever had that was Amelia Watson and Iron Mouse, but I fell off of both of them because I got busy with my own content creation.
Yes, I was
Yeah,
not an
once you get
iPad
busy
kid.
with
I
your own
was a
stuff, it's
PlayStation
so
kid.
hard to follow
Hmm?
people. Yeah. What?
You said something chaotic?
Oh, yeah. Once you start making your own stuff, it's so difficult to keep up with other people's stuff at that point. That it's
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah, like the only people that I keep up with are my friends, and even then I can't keep up with everything.
yeah.
So like keeping track of like Iron
Weird
Mouse and
stuff.
Amelia Watson
Weird.
is like insane.
Yeah, I saw that 7-year anniversary for Iron Mouse. That's the thing, I've actually never watched a full Iron Mouse video. I've only seen clips of hers. Even though I like her stuff, I just never go to click on her stuff ever.
I'm not gonna lie though, like, what's the word? Like, it's very funny to me that like probably my biggest inspiration to become a VTuber is Iron Mouse.
Mm.
That could be a fun question, talking about inspirations.
Oh yeah. Let's do
Yeah, that's good.
inspirations. What was your inspiration to become a YouTuber or content creator?
Who do you want me to start still?
Yep, just go from the left.
So for me, I got into content like watching it around 2008. So like my start was like the Let's Play boom of like Chugga Conroy. There was a guy that ended up retiring that was named Super Skarmory. There was Maryland who's still around. Um, that ended up evolving into like the sort of scripted stuff. I don't really remember too much of what I watched like throughout my middle and high school years. A lot of well, aside from like Smosh towards like the beginning of like end of elementary school, beginning of middle school. Same thing with like Angry Video Game Nerd and JonTron, so like that scripted stuff. Um, there was also like a lot of the video game metal cover guys, Jonathan Young, Rashad EB, Toxic X Eternity, Little V Mills, because that's what I did before I ended up doing the Pokemon stuff. Was I did video game metal covers in high school. I was really bad at them, but I was part of that community. I'd like to say that I've made some pretty good friends in that community, but haven't really. Those would probably be the guys that I would say are like my main inspirations. Would be Toxic X Eternity and Little V Mills. Shoutouts to Little V, by the way. He just hit 1 million subscribers, and he was my original guitar teacher all the way back when he was like 10,000 subscribers or something like that. So it's been crazy seeing him come a long way, like over the past decade that I've known him. So I'm very happy for him. But
Crazy. I haven't heard of most of those people.
Yeah, neither.
Yeah. Reminds me when someone points out, oh, this is an Australian creator with
The
a
only-
million
The
subs.
only
And
people
you're
I've,
like, who?
I've heard
Who?
of those is JonTron, but I've heard
of John Tom.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
That. What the fuck just happened?
You just turned into a prince. The ugly toad
What
has
the
turned
fuck?
into a prince.
I must have pressed something that I forgot
Nope,
to toggle
never
off.
heard of Little V. Most of the people I react to, I'd never heard of until people suggested to react to them.
Yeah,
I'm really
when I
not.
saw that you reacted to the JonTron Kid Nation thing, I was like, oh yeah, that's a classic one. I
I had heard of JonTron, but only from his flex tape stuff, and apparently he got cancelled at some point. I don't know.
Flex tape. Yeah, he had some pretty bad opinions before.
Yeah, but
He's
that's about
changed
it.
now, I'm
He
pretty
probably
sure.
still has some pretty rough opinions, but I also that you do have to kind of separate the creation from the creator at some point. And for me, it was like I can still enjoy that like his older stuff because it's kind of like a nostalgic thing from when I was a kid. So
And
Yeah.
also the specific opinions that he had that were bad. He went on a lot of debate channels with people to get educated because he was very uneducated on the subject. So
Yeah.
I think he's a little bit more less than he was. Whether or not he's still like got some bad opinions, I don't know. But those specific ones, I think he's
Almost-
definitely changed a bit on.
I know, depends. I think the only thing I've seen of him recently was that he was in a picture with all these like gun VTubers. I was like, what the fuck you doing there,
gun
JonTron?
VTubers?
Yeah.
You mean gun YouTubers?
Gun YouTubers, yeah, that's the word.
Gun VTubers? Like, what the hell?
It'd be
The VTubers
funny
are-
if
When
I
did
like
those come around?
gun
I would watch
YouTubers,
those.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Tried to do commentary and it backfired. Pat. Yeah. Yeah. I have always been kind of out of the loop on stuff. I was like more into anime and fandom, like silly fandom stuff than actual real people. So yeah. But so I don't know a lot of creators.
You have
Honestly.
no inspirations?
Inspirationalist. But no, you can go next, Liam. I'll go last, like usual. No, I'm just explaining why I don't know who the fuck anyone is. I'm not stupid.
Well, in terms of actual, because inspiration to start YouTube and inspiration to what my content ended up looking like are completely different, I'd say. To start YouTube, it's like I've always watched YouTube forever. I think the earliest ones I can think of are, I don't know if any of you guys probably never watched Call of Duty content. So I used to watch KWR
Nope.
Speedy all the time, and him and his crew of people. And then from that's sort of where I think I got inspired to do YouTube content. I know I had a bunch of channels in the past which were specifically like, you know, trying to do Call of Duty content, but it never went anywhere. It's just something that I still exist, by the way. Yeah, Speedy and Sidearms. It's pretty fun. Actually, weird tangent that Sidearms actually did Duel Links content too, which is pretty funny. I should have tried to collab with him. That would have been really fun. But anyway, yeah. So outside of that, they inspired me to do YouTube. Then the actual what my content ended up looking like. The decklist stuff never really had any inspiration, but some of the more fun videos I've done, where I've done like either story videos or some of the other more ridiculous videos I've done in the past, were very much inspired by people like Internet Historian, anyone that used like what are they called, the images that always have like watermarks over them and stuff, whatever those images are called.
The spiffing bread.
Like the what?
They're like royalty free.
Like the
I'm trying to think of-
Shutter something? I don't remember.
I know it's very much what Internet Historian does anyway. How do I find the name of this? Stock photos, that's it. You're very much just making fun of stock photos. I find that shit really funny. Just watching stock photos doing dumb shit in videos, that stuff.
Right.
So
No, yeah, I definitely like the old guy with like the I don't remember. With, like,
yeah.
To be fair,
yeah,
I didn't know who
Yeah.
Internet Historian was, may as well Australian, until like the last 6 months. I was like, who, what, where?
Like something like that, and I'm pretty sure there's other channels that did lots of stock photo messing around stuff. I cannot remember
The only
for
time
life
that I
who they
ever
were.
heard about the Internet Historian was when he got called out for the video thing.
The whole? Or
He got called out. Yeah, when he got called out for that. That was the only time that I've ever heard of them.
I don't know, I just find it's probably just my own humor. I just find stock photos doing dumb shit just be the funniest thing, and just have them like. I'd rather having like an actual video of a reenactment, reenacting it with just stock photos just sounds so funny. It just looks stupid. It's just I don't know.
Good times.
Loom,
Just
tell
personally
us.
annoying.
Why don't you use a stock photo for your content?
I do use stock photos for my content. For the storytime
I
stuff, it's
mean,
all
but I
stock
mean, like,
photos.
but I mean, like, to represent you.
Tell us it's fine
Like,
by
ins-
Leafy
like,
is
uh,
here. My
like
devil
instead, like
horns
instead,
come out.
Please tell me not.
instead of being a flesh
Fuck,
tuber,
I
why
the
don't you
thing,
become
even before he got
a
cancelled,
stock tuber?
even before he got
Stock
cancelled,
tuber.
I thought Leafy as here was the biggest asshole ever, and he annoyed the shit out of me. So
I thought his content was such a nothing burger. Like, it was actually no content, anything he was
nothing
doing. He was just
burger, and he
like.
was such a mean bitch about it, and I was like, no, thank you.
To be fair, I think I still watched him though, even though I thought his content was lame. I still watched it.
Oh my god, Lou.
Cool, Leafy?
Yeah.
I've never watched.
This is way before the stuff he went a bit insane over. This is more when he was just making fun of commentary channels
I've
and
heard
stuff.
the name, but realistically, I don't know anything
Oh yeah,
about Leafy.
Leafy is just an asshole, and that's the thing. People, yeah. I
Oh,
will
that
forever ever be mad at him for making a bunch of Leafy clones from him being an asshole who are just as big a fucking asshole as him.
That reminds me of another inspiration that got me to start doing YouTube. Fucking Filthy Frank, iDubbbz, Max Mofo.
I don't know why, because the topic was assholes. I was expecting you to say Logan Paul out of nowhere.
No. Now I got that from because Lethy got his cancelled by the content cop, which was iDubbbz. So if any of you guys know that stuff,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now that I think about it, like,
God, that reminds
like,
me of like all of the creator clash stuff because
yeah,
I
I was
for
about to talk about that. Like, I haven't
yeah
heard
for
anything about iDubbbz since the content creator clash thing, whatever.
Yeah, for context, Leonhart, one of the big like Pokemon TCG openers, like opening guys, he ended up fighting in the second one, and uh, he and we were working together on drafting up like outfits for the like for gear for the thing, because I wanted to try
Mm-hmm.
to get him like as much with like the pro wrestling aesthetic, because he didn't really know much about that, and I wanted to help him with like the showmanship of it and trying to like, because if you want to sell tickets you gotta really like build up a card, and that's what I think that wrestling does better than like boxing or MMA, is that they have stories going into it. And I was coming up with the dumbest stuff, and I wish we got to like execute a lot of it, because I thought I wrote some pretty good stuff for that, but
Yo,
I never ended up coming up
why
with
don't
it.
you have a fighting match with him? Just do it in your backyard, close enough.
Right. What's funny is that I've said this multiple times. I think creators should do wrestling cards instead of boxing cards, because it's more scripted and it makes more content creation in wrestling's 90% the same. Swap out dumb idiots doing videos on YouTube for men and women in like tights, and that you get the doing suplexes. It's the same thing.
Technically, Dell wears tights.
Yes, so
Intriguing.
intriguing, very intriguing. But Luca, what was your inspiration?
Iron Mouse and Amelia, I think. Although, honestly, more Iron Mouse, because Iron Mouse I watched for a long, long time. And, like, it's funny, because it was actually an ex that put the idea of me doing content creation in my head, because she was a streamer. Like, me on my reputation of dating the most random of people, but, like, she was a streamer, but she hated VTubers. So when she said, hey, you should try streaming as a hobby, I was like, if I did, I'd probably do it as a VTuber. And like her eyes were bloodshot. So it was like, okay, I'll take that as a no.
oh,
But then eventually when we broke up, I was like, maybe. Then I said, fuck it. So technically Iron Mouse and a random X.
Okay, that's fair. A random X
Yeah, I guess
out of spite.
I didn't talk about like the inspirations for like my how my content ended up forming nowadays.
Later Rock
God,
says,
because
bye, homie.
I think that um, what Johnstone was probably one of the biggest ones. Him and Madry Bread were like the ones that I modeled my content after quite a bit. Um, and then I just wanted to interject like as much of like the comedy funny stuff as I could, like from the era of when I was watching a lot of JonTron and AVGN. I just thought like the humor was pretty good. You couldn't really do the angry thing at those, because like Pokemon are pretty good games, but there are some dumb odd quirks about each game that I loved doing like little like riffing bits about, or just like luck in general, that I thought were good candidates for that. So they were definitely like my big ones. Later on, like once I got like a couple years in and kept evolving it. Oddly enough, even though technically MBT is a smaller channel than me, I got a lot of my like I learned a lot of being able to just riff and be funnier in general from just watching him. Considering the fact that he's a theater kid, it makes sense. Like if you
Damn,
were
no
in
wonder
theater
why
when you were born,
no wonder why I vibe with him. Theater kids think alike. Crazy.
yeah, basically.
Oh my god. For me, I got into Twitch streaming mainly because I was trying to like get comfortable showing people my art, and I like just started drawing 8 hours a day on stream and stuff. And I only started really getting into gaming content because I gamed off stream, but like I got carpal tunnel for doing that for like a year, so I had to stream other stuff, and then it just spiraled from that. So a lot of my like inspo, I guess, was like from artists like Bailey J and some other ones that I would watch studio vlogs of when I would be working and stuff. But that's about it. Like catnips and stuff like that. Because I always wanted like to make like merch or designs out of my stuff. But it was mainly I was just trying to get better at drawing, and then.
Did you ever watch any of Lily Peachu's art streams?
Yeah. I actually watched Lily Peachu's League stuff years and years ago when I
Yeah.
played League. So yeah, I've watched both of those.
That's
I
one I
like
watched a lot
her.
too.
I wouldn't say I was like a huge. That's the thing. I like her content, but I don't watch most of it anymore, and I wouldn't tune in for most of her videos at the time. That's why I wouldn't say I'm like a fan, but I like her stuff, and I think she's very nice. Like, and I like her art stuff, and I like her piano stuff, and I like her League stuff. Like, it's kind of like that where I like a lot, but nothing has really gone like, I have to see every upload, bro. I'm there, per se. Or,
That's fair.
if that makes sense. I don't know why. It's like, for some things I will, but I think I'm just more parasocial with fictional characters more than anything. Like, if I'm obsessed about something, I'm like, as a kid, I was obsessed with Naruto or Inuyasha or all this other stuff where I'd be like, yeah, I have to read every fucking Sephiroth fanfic that's ever existed. Like, really dumb storytelling stuff. But like with YouTubers, I kind of like tune in for what I want and then tune out, kind of thing.
So your biggest inspiration to be a YouTuber was Sephiroth.
Sexy bastard. But, but yeah, actually, kinda. I wanted to at some point tell stories, and then I just wanted to use stories or creation to like for something positive, I guess, for people. And then I just got really into talking about stuff and whatnot, and I just want to be able to make things. I think that was my inspiration, was to just make stuff. I enjoy making things. Think of that stuff. Yeah, that was me, bro. I that's why I defend the My Hero Academia fandom. Is like, let the kids be feral. We were all feral once.
I wish they'd stop fucking tweeting recently, because apparently the manga ended and it's spoiling the anime.
Fucking idiots.
The manga
the manga
I
ended
heard
as
about
like
something.
ass. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Don't spoil it. I'm watching the anime and people spoiling shit. It's fucking annoying as
I
hell.
hate that when that happens, or when things get leaked. Like, I've gotten so much of fucking Chainsaw Man leaked already, and I'm like, there's been one season! Manga fans need to get off my ass! I ain't reading it, bitch! Just let me have
For
this.
me, I didn't even realize MHA was still going until I got in my recommended, because Jonathan Young uploaded like him doing a cover of the newest opening from the second half of season 7 they're on now, which is insane to me. I didn't even realize it had continued to keep going like that. But
It's funny. I didn't really enjoy. I just thought the show was incredibly mid for like its entire lifespan until like this one. I actually really enjoy the current season. It's
like
so.
the thing with My Hero.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. Oh, well, I was gonna say is that like My Hero was very mid for a long time. It had a very good arc, and then just fucking crash landed at the end.
Yeah, it had a lot of publishing issues, because I actually looked up some stuff about it because I wanted to know if I was like right in dropping it because I was getting bored, and I always check up on like the manga if I'm like about to drop an anime. And apparently, just like what the Western audience and what the Japanese audience wanted was very different, and the author was like under a fuck ton of pressure.
Yeah.
My biggest
imagine.
complaint there was just there's not enough character deaths. More people need to die.
More people need to die.
Actually,
it is
it's-
just a shonen. You can't just murder people.
I hate it when
I'm not-
characters they just like always have to survive, man. Let them die.
I'm not mad about the death thing as long as the characters are developed properly. And the thing is, you will see it when the ending comes out on the anime. I'm not going to spoil it, but like
I've already read them. Some of the
a
spoilers.
pretty big character literally did not change from beginning to end, and it's so fucking disappointing
Oh.
to see them sit on their ass for 8 years. Just like, bro,
Bad writing, I guess.
Yeah.
bro, I'm losing it. I cannot. Like, if I was like a super big fan of my hero, I'd just be hanging myself in the corner. Like, holy shit! Like, I understand why they're so upset because, like, I'm not even a big fan, and even I'm like, damn, that shit was ass. How many of you have seen that like meme image of Oshinoko with the girl just like crying while saying at theater of like that of like
Everyone
this
watched
shit is
Dragon
so
Ball
ass.
Z, bro. But Dragon Ball Z is peak, bro.
I don't think I've watched a full episode of Dragon Ball Z.
You disappoint me, Sam. But I watched that when I was a kid. But I did rewatch a little of it too. But Z is where it's at. It's like pretty good. But it is getting a bit more old fashioned now. Like I guess. Definitely. So, it was like when I rewatched Gundam Seed and the filler, like the padding of the
Dragon Ball is-
animation, because, budgets and stuff, you can really feel it. Because they had such a hard time with a lot of stuff like that back then.
Like right now, Dragon Ball is in a sort of limbo because I don't know what they plan on doing since the author died.
Yeah, he
I thought the
has
show was just
Like-
the stuff was done. I thought Dragon Ball was like super ancient. I thought it was all done.
Super.
Well,
Nope,
Dragon
it's
Ball
not done.
because
Super.
they have no,
Oh.
not Dragon Ball Super. It's the new one, Dragon Ball Daima, I think it's called. Because apparently all of the pre-production work was already done by the time he
What is Daima?
passed away. Daima's the next series after Super.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Z's art was just honestly best. I miss the more grungy kind of like stylistic of it, where it's a bit more like tough looking.
I think a lot of 90s anime had that like grungy look just based on the way cell shaded animation looked. I mean, you could look at something
It's-
like Neon Genesis Evangelion and kind
Yeah,
of
it's
tell
also the
even
way they
from
do
that there's that
lines.
grunge to it.
Like they have like
Yeah.
a lot more like line work done to them than modern stuff do, because it's like more glossy. It's also they do brighter coloring now in general. I call it the hentai effect, because that was a coloring scheme mainly used in hentai. Shit, call me a gooner. But it has really seeped in with the mixing of genres. The gloss hentai for every scene having to be visually attractive has like seeped into every work, and now they all have that high gloss titty jiggle kind of look to them, and that's from the hentai. So typically some of it is cell shading, but I do think it's just like what people want
Here,
to seep in.
from reading a statement by what's the word, to VJump, the Dragon Ball Super manga is on indefinite hiatus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, and most likely will stay that way for a long time.
Yeah. Thank you for the 100 biddies.
So is Dragon Ball done in like
Mr. Rain
like
Jacket
as
here
seasons, or is it on like
explained,
big
"I
50
give you
episode
1,000
blocks
bits
type of a
if you
show?
do something
Luca, shake your
cool."
Well, thing
titties. They said they'd give 1,000 bits if they do something cool. Shake your tatas.
Something cool? Okay. Hi. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing wonderful day today. Because guess what? There is a chance that is non-zero that I'll accidentally press the wrong button and accidentally strip on Dell's stream.
Okay, fuck off, Luca, okay? That wasn't cool
Because-
at all. I just said make yourself big and shake your tatas. You can't take instructions. Finally, fucking Christ. Oh my god. You don't even listen. Okay, done.
Oh my
Done.
God.
I'll shake my hips too. Is that what you want?
Your arms
Hold it,
look
I'll
like
shake my hip too.
SteadyOs right now.
Alright, immediately this is almost as good as dangling keys, but not quite.
Yeah, exactly. So no seasons, just one
Almost.
long show. Yeah, exactly. Well, Dragon Ball does have seasons.
Okay.
Dragon Ball Z has seasons. They separate them all by arcs in Dragon Ball Z Ball and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
and usually the arc is done by the main. Do something cooler. I don't know. I don't have anything else
Mr.
cooler.
Rain Jacket cheered X100.
I've been telling you,
There
you
you
can
go.
be able to make your VTuber do a backflip. I've been telling you for ages.
Oh my god, a backflip! I can salute to the Americans. Dun 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 dun. Hey, that's a mic run. I got this.
Okay, I actually have an idea.
Dun 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 dun. I bring out my
When
gun.
the
Days are golden, the cards unfolding, the saints we see are made of golden. When your
disappeared,
dreams
Luca.
all found the ones we fell are the worst of all, and the blood turns stale.
What
know.
has
That's pretty good.
gone?
Why'd
what
you
has
just
happened?
start singing?
So do
I
something
know,
cool.
You said do something, so I did that.
Cool.
And because I used my Prince voice, I hid my model.
That's pretty good.
You told me to do shit. I did it.
I said jiggle your titties.
I don't have
Yeah,
titties,
we'll call
Del.
them
That was
arcs or
literally a
sagas.
a
Yeah.
bad statement.
Yeah, well, there's also the release schedule, because in general, like, the separation in arcs is also the separation in release schedule. But no,
Mr.
we're
Rain
like
Jacket
finishing up the
X100.
thing, so
you can
yeah.
sing, that's cool.
Okay.
Can you keep going?
Fuck what we were talking about. So
Lamau,
something.
Del. There you go. They told me to keep going. Suck it.
No. No. We're
Too
finishing.
late.
next
You're
on
under
the
a desk already.
What's
Yeah.
next on the agenda, host?
Okay. Pretty much, I was just gonna ask, did you think your content creation you're at where you thought you were going to be when you started, as the last question?
Nope.
Nope.
Not even the slightest. I don't think
Are
I've
you
been
happy
close
with
to
the
100K.
change, though?
Change? I thought you meant just in terms like, would you be the size you were? I was like, you have an
Oh, no, I
audience.
meant, like, are you happy with size, subs, all that non-material, are you happy with the content you're making compared to what you started off wanting to do? Like...
Sure. Especially the story stuff currently, but we'll see how long that lasts for. But, yeah, it's sort of what I expected, so it's not really like a... Yeah, I think I'm happy with it. It's just sort of what I expected.
Luca or Meatball?
I would say that mine is. I mean, not necessarily. I've always wanted to do more than just Pokemon. I've always wanted to share my love of retro and modern gaming, just like all of the different things that people can experience, and all of like the bunch of different genres, whether it be an RPG, whether it be a platformer, anything. I mean, even a freaking dating sim if you're into that. Like any and all of the types of games, any and all types of platforms. Just to wanted to expose people to new stuff and get them to try things that they may have not tried before. And I do kind of wish that I could do that, even though the Pokemon people are not too into other other types of games.
Yeah. Just have to do what I do and make a whole different channel. And...
Lamau. Well,
Maybe.
I'm technically,
I
I'm
call it
technically
seven channels.
Yeah,
also gonna be making a new channel for my prince. Del, manage a new channel for me. Come on.
No, fuck
Get on
off.
it.
I already managed
Get on
the
it, Del. Come on.
Waifu Alliance thing by myself. By
To
myself.
be fair, I probably wouldn't even want to make another channel for it anyway. I would just want to do it by like on its with my current stuff. I don't like
Yeah.
the idea of multiple channels. It just seems like a bunch to try to maintain, and
Yeah.
seems like a pain in the ass.
It is a pain in the ass, but I feel like it is worth it if you do want to do variety, or like with certain, and keep some audiences where
Or if you have
away.
ADHD.
Oh, shut up, you. But like, because like some audiences just won't change. Like you can't make the Pokemon.
Well, the
community
audience
change.
won't change,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
you already have a sizable enough channel to where people won't question seeing a random like video pop off from a channel that big, and they'll just be like, "Oh, that makes sense. Well, I guess I should check out their backlog," and they'll realize, "Oh, wow, they did a lot of different stuff before, but I guess the new stuff is cool too. But let me check out what they did a lot before."
Allegedly,
And,
allegedly. Yeah, I
I
think
don't
it
know.
really depends how receptive it is, because I have seen some channels where they keep trying to upload the other content they want, and it just gets no views. And it's just like one of those things, because no one
Yeah,
on the channel
I
wants to
do
watch
think
it.
that you have to market it in a certain way. Like you definitely have to still appeal to the algorithm if you want to try to make a pivot, but aside from that,
it's just personally why variety is very difficult even on a big channel, is because if they're not there for you and they're there for the content, a lot of people just won't tune in to help get your video
yeah.
into the algorithm. And that's something you have to
Well,
think about,
yeah,
like to
you
weigh
just
your
gotta
options.
make it clickable to a different audience. You can't expect your current audience to necessarily be interested in what the new stuff is.
Yeah.
You
And
just
that's
have
why I
to
don't worry as
accept
much
that.
making a whole new channel, because if I know that that channel is like such a stickler, like if I still had a Yu-Gi-Oh channel, I wouldn't fucking bother putting Pokemon stuff on a Yu-Gi-Oh channel, because no Yu-Gi-Oh
Right,
person's
but
gonna fucking click on
also
it. So
there
it's just
is
like,
the aspect of I want to be able to make the money off of the video, and I don't want to have to like start a channel from scratch
yeah,
again.
I think I usually just I do a couple testers, then I just weigh if it's worth like cutting over this audience that may not like these uploads for the maybe couple bucks I might make, but that might just because even with tens of thousands of views, I don't think you make tons of money unless you break the 100K like on every video.
It's about, I mean, I would say 10 to 12 bucks every 1,000 views. It's not.
What the
It's
fuck are
still
you
a
getting?
pretty
10 to
decent amount.
12 bucks per 1,000 views? Jesus Christ, bro.
That's Pokemon for you.
I make
How
like
long's how long's your videos though?
I make like $4.
Like anywhere between 25 minutes and 2
Yeah.
hours, probably.
Oh, the fuck,
Yeah,
yeah.
long ass videos make bank.
Yeah, long ass video. It's why my React makes the most
Well,
money for me.
that's why I want to make the things that I want to make are also long ass videos, so it kind of helps.
Nope, still jobless. What the fuck, bro?
So I was asking Tartsy if he got hired for glitch stars.
Yeah, $4. $4 if I'm lucky. I make next to nothing on some of the commentary ones. Next to half the time, they get limited anyway when they first come out. So it's just like if you do something that requires to come out quickly, you're just like limited straight away. And it's like, I made nothing on this 10K views. Thank you.
Like, yeah, then I just wouldn't bother with the commentary channel.
Well, that's the thing. They pull
Unless
in
you
viewers and
enjoy
other stuff,
doing
and
it.
I enjoy it. And some of them do, and some of them don't. That's the thing. A lot of my decisions aren't financial based, because I like making extra money there, but I also like doing different kinds of content, and some of them do get monetized, and it brings people over to the Twitch and stuff like that. So it has other layers to it, but I don't think I would. I don't make most of my decisions financially based, I think, too.
I don't know what the ratio is, but for one of my story videos about 8 minutes long, the biggest one I have was 200,000 views, and that's just ticked over the 1,000 made from it. So I don't know what the ratio is for that.
So yeah, like 500 from
Only 1,000 for a video with 220K views.
Yeah, because it's only about 8 minutes long. It's not. It's
Yeah.
you can't get any
Well, you
mid-rolls
also
than
probably
that.
aren't putting your mid-roll ads in the optimal spots. There is literally a formula to it, which I can share with you if you would like.
Sure.
Put it on your
yeah.
evergreen videos. You will thank me later, because when I did it on all of my evergreen stuff, my income shot up from probably about 70%.
Sure, if you want to share me these hot tips, I'm down.
Exactly, that's what this podcast is about.
I love hot tips.
That also might be why I just let YouTube auto put it there, because I have no idea about ads.
Don't do that. Oh my god. Okay, Del, I'm gonna have to fix that for you. Jesus Christ.
More work, no.
It's not that much. It literally takes you 3 minutes.
Me and Loom together in a dunce class on YouTube.
No, I said this to people like Farfa and NBT, and they were like, "Oh my god, I can't believe we were doing it wrong for this long."
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, see, that's the thing why I don't because sometimes you just don't make even much unless it's longer. Like my videos, if they're under 8 minutes, make next to nothing most of the time. So I just make whatever most of the time.
If they're under 8 minutes, I wouldn't even. I
Yeah,
don't think
I wouldn't even
uploading
bother
it.
uploading.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
even
I wouldn't
bother
bother.
uploading.
I'd say, like seriously,
I make
you're
what I
not
make.
you literally don't get mid rolls on them. So
Yeah,
I'm
but
Yeah.
pretty sure YouTube doesn't even promote them very often unless they're
They
like
don't.
what do I do
Hugo
if I need to
clicked on.
stretch it? Do I do a little dance? I'm just like la 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 la.
No,
la,
you
la,
just
la, la, la,
find
that's why you should,
filler words to put in there.
Yeah, that's why you should
Oh,
script your
what?
content.
Literally, that's why Stevie would do like a minute end card on some of his videos, because he would just put that there
Oh my
because it would
God.
get him
And if
to mid-roll.
if you're scripting certain content, you can definitely drag it out. So you
Scripts
can just
in this?
literally add a ton of bullshit.
A ton of bullshit. I hate doing that though.
A lot of my story stuff, I add as much like random ass descriptive stuff that was never included in like the original. Because a lot of my stories are from like a Reddit post of that was just like 300 words or something. Then I just extrapolate it to 1500, so it's 8 minutes long. I just add a lot of random exaggerations and bullshits and add like more emotion to it and stuff.
I think
Yeah.
I think why that this happens a lot. I don't as much anymore the longer the stories, but I think it's because like I literally lose interest in my own video while editing it. I'm like, I'm bored, bye. It's like I just cut it up and leave it. Like I cut out all the things that aren't important and get out of there. Because if I think my own video is boring, that's when I start condensing it.
Well, don't condense.
Ooh.
Step 1, don't condense. Step 2, make it longer.
Ooh.
I think every
I know.
YouTuber at some point has probably put like a little bit of a longer outro portion thing just to get it to reach that
I don't
certain
know.
minute mark.
There's so little topics where I'm just like, oh, bro, yeah, this needs to be over 20 minutes long. I'm just like, it really doesn't, like, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like once I'm into the teens, I'm cutting. Like I'm cutting up. Unless it's React,
don't-
I'll put the
don't cut.
fucking
Just
longest
don't cut.
bullshit up there. I'll put. Well,
So you're saying though that if you see a cock that's like around the 15 inches, that's when you start going snip snip on it.
I think 15 inches is way too fucking long for a dick too. That's too much cocker. 5
you
to
don't want
6
19
inches is the average for a reason.
No, you don't want 19 inches of venom.
Oh my
Crazy.
god. Hey, Spice,
Crazy.
thanks for the follow. What the fuck? I can't with you. Yeah.
Fun fact: did you know the entire reason why I want to play Marvel Rivals is because of Venom?
Oh my god, of course. Sad for it.
God damn it. Don't remind me. I tried getting that offer for them to sponsor my channel, and they declined for some reason. Probably because maybe they know, maybe they've sponsored other Pokemon channels with stuff like Snap and Strike Force, to where they realized, oh, this is not going to make us any money because these fuckers don't play anything else.
They're on to you.
Yeah, I haven't had many card games try to sponsor me. I had Vanguard, which that game basically died, the mobile version of it anyway.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh players also don't
I will
really
be
play
back
much
in a second.
else.
I gotta use the restroom again.
Yeah. That's the thing, like, I don't get offered sponsors. I just get people randomly sending me the most weird key stuff, and I don't answer. Or whatever, and, like, most of the sponsors I have to go for. Because they still, like, want to sponsor as a Twitch stream. They don't care about most of my YouTube stuff.
I get a bunch of I get a shit ton from Raid. Raid Shadow Legends tries to sponsor literally every month. Raid is they just hand out money if you want it. I've stopped doing Raid sponsorship stuff. I felt bad after a while.
Yeah.
They actually hand that shit out. I don't know how much money that company made. My god.
Yeah. You ever get any stuff from Konami, Loom?
No. I have absolutely no clue about. I think I must be on a blacklist, but I couldn't tell you why. I have no clue. Because at this point, they've like tried to get content creators from just like every like Yu-Gi-Oh thing. Like there's no way they haven't seen my existence and not considered it. So I must be on a blacklist. I have to be. There's no way.
It could also
I don't know
be
what I
'cause
don't know
you're
what I did,
Australian.
but I was talking to my friend Brad a bit about this, another content creator, and he assumed that I'd be more in the European category despite being Australian, which is weird because the European side of Konami is the one that does a lot more collabing. So I don't. It might just be because I'm Australian too, but it's It's just
Yeah.
weird.
Imagine
like,
they're
I
just
don't know
like
why.
Australia.
Yeah,
Hmm,
we-
Where do we fit that?
I
Don't
do-
know. Not gonna bother.
I do
It
find
might be
it very
because
Well, I mean,
funny.
I do have insight into the Konami contracts, so I've read them.
Mm.
So I might be able to give you a little bit of insight as to why you're not getting reached out to by them if I get a little bit more familiarity with your content.
I think it's like I've done plenty of videos in the past where I've called certain things they've done dangerous. Like when I rants about their KC Cup things, which are like 72-hour events where you like expect to stay awake. So I've done stuff
Oh,
where I've said
well,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, that was dangerous." That's But then people like Farfa have done videos like that, and he's
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it's hard to really exactly pinpoint it, but have you used anime clips in your videos? Any?
ages ago I would have used like 10-second clips sometimes.
Yeah, they
Not
don't like
especially
that.
not from their
You're not-
own anime either.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you're literally while you're under contract with them, you're not allowed to use their any of the anime clips.
No,
And
I've
you
never
still
used Yu-Gi-Oh anime clips for anything.
okay.
Mm.
That's one of the things. You can't have any Yu-Gi-Oh related like monsters or names in your like branding, which is hilarious with Farfa. You do not realize how much that fucker had to fight to keep that. And that motherfucker almost went back to Glasgow YGO.
I guess my icon's fucking Dark Magicians, so that could be a problem.
Yeah, yeah, that's enough. If they don't already have like a working relationship with you, then they never will because of that.
Time to finally commission a profile
Although I think
pic.
that can't only be it, 'cause I'm pretty sure Brad got a ton of Konami stuff, and he's a Dark Magician. He's Yugi, I'm pretty sure.
Who
Do
did?
you know? It's Brad HHC. I-
Not
I feel so
familiar.
more
known
of
that
a-
Dell doesn't even
he
know
owns
it's
the,
a Yu-Gi-Oh
that he
card,
owns the
so
Master
he
Duel,
just knows it's Farfa. Farfa's a
he owns that-
Yu-Gi-Oh con?
Yeah, Farfa, Malambranch of the Burning Abyss. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Lamau.
Had no
Del,
idea.
I love you.
Yeah.
Never change.
You're
That
also not
guy.
allowed to have emotes of any Yu-Gi-Oh monsters.
I barely remember the
Brada's,
cards on the deck
okay.
side.
Yeah. He's had a ton of Konami stuff in the past. Not anymore because he works for Decade. Decade is ultimate blacklist. So
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the fact that they blacklist you for data mining is fucking hilarious.
Makes sense.
Decade was much worse than data mining. He's been paying. It's been much deeper. I think some almost is probably working there for the leaks he's getting. They're pretty absurd.
Really?
Yeah. The data mine stuff we've been doing in Duel Links for forever. Like I said, Brad has had tons of sponsorships, and he's known as like the leak channel because we just do data mining stuff. Isn't bad.
Decade is the reason the
Well,
blacklist exists.
DK, I swear, I thought DK just did freaking.
So is it just him getting leaks? Why he's
Decade knows
blacklisted?
Master
Yeah,
Duel.
it's literally that and the issue with Distant Coder with the quote unquote legal cheating with Fateful Adventure. Like that was those two specific.
There's a lot of stuff that Konami really didn't like about Decade. The first one, which they were still willing to do stuff with him, which is more like they gave him like a warning for, was they don't like giving out prize money for tournaments, and Decade is like the biggest prize money giver out. He was at like $2,000 per tournament. So they didn't like that, but they were sort of willing to overlook it. But then the next major one was, the leaks he's getting now aren't just data mines. They're like, he knows what the game's doing for the next like 2 years from just someone's told him from inside the company or something. So he's been paying someone like absurd amount of money, like 10K or something, to some guy to give him these leaks, and they're fucking absurd.
Crazy.
That's why he knows literally everything.
Huh.
So yeah, he's mega blacklisted. If you do anything with the cage, Konami will hate you.
Insane.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that was one of the things that threw Joseph under the bus was doing like the cash prizing for the Master Circuit series. That and being generally fruity as hell, but
Fruity
Oh,
as hell?
Konami doesn't do stuff with them, Joseph, do they?
Hey, Mini Gunner, thanks for follow.
they have never done a single thing with him just because it's
Doesn't Joseph also voice his political opinions often though? I think as well.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know if that
like
hurts Konami's brand or anything, but
that's one of the things that most brands don't like.
Damn. Yeah, I from what I've heard, like a lot of places don't like if you have a actual opinion about anything, sponsors wise.
You don't have
My bad,
opinions,
haven't
and
had
you'll make a
opinions.
lot of money. Just be like a scapegoat, and you will make a lot of money.
Yeah, because like that's the reason why like commentary channels don't get sponsorships on often, because you're literally just saying your opinion all the fucking time, and you could be slapped on something that you don't like. So you have to like sell it, even it in the right way. Your opinion, there's a lot more to it. Like you have to outline more of what you're making with the videos, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But yeah, that brings us to the end because it's like 2:30 p.m. and I have to take a nap. So this is the end of the podcast.
Aww.
Thanks.
You want to take a nap with mommy?
I'm taking a nap alone, like I do every day. Okay, because I'm alone, Luca. God, be more sensitive.
Del, you're gonna sleep with me.
I don't want to sleep with you. You have diseases like rabies.
What do you mean? I'm healthier than you, bitch. The fuck?
No, I am the disease. You just have them.
So you're saying that I
Damn,
have you?
Is that a self roast or is that?
Oh my.
I
don't know.
No, I backed myself. I'm getting tired. I'm backing myself into a corner.
Alright, it's been fun. I'm busted to pieces, so I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for the stuff.
Bye. Yeah,
Nice
I'm
meeting you,
just gonna
Chaotic and
raid
stuff.
into Jade, but yeah, definitely
Cheers.
DM me chaotic about like.
Yeah, DM me
the
too,
ads.
that stuff. Sounds
No,
useful.
forget about
I will
Luke.
do that right now.
He's
honestly,
making it up. He's
Honestly,
making it up.
Honestly, I'd be curious about that as
Yeah,
well.
Luke
Despite the fact that
finds
I have
lots of this stuff very interesting.
Despite the fact that I don't have the ability to monetize my content right now, I'm still curious.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna raid into Jade in there, but you guys are willing fine to jump out whenever. Like now. Let's see,
No
they're
worries.
alive. They're playing Overwatch too. Overwatch.
Oh my god, I forgot
Overwatch?
there was Overwatch.
Overass? Crazy.
Do a meeting later. Group meeting. How not to be screwed by YouTube. The chaotic meatball saga. Okay, here we go.
Right.
Let's say hi to